Owl City. I check out Owl City, man. Doctor gave me like, I had this much life left, bro.
Mike, I've
been waiting for you guys to hit, bro.
Shoot, it's ready.
I'm here. In lapel mic. Mic lana.
Forget the lapel.
So I'm going to
I need to post the episode.
Oh, but you will delete it. How much are you going to like? We're on God mode, bro. I'm on God mode. Got the eye of God. Phezulu mfethu namhlanje ngisuke ezulwini so ngithola ezulwini lethe ngitholayo ambadla phuma uNkulunkulu
homeless
Yeah, here gonna
where I start with the formalities, guys. We have a amazing guest, Wandile. He runs a company, I think it's a company,
it's an organization.
An organization called Hope Harbour.
Hope Harbour, yeah.
Hope Harbour.
Yeah, Hope Harbour, yeah.
Harbour. Please check it out on TikTok. Just unpack a little bit before we go and try no more craziness.
Sure.
I think Hope Harbour, it was started on the foundation of amadoda abanandawo.
Okay.
And that one question that we always ask, indoda is the reason Hope Harbour exists.
Okay.
We had to go back to Kwartswang, Lekgotla, Nkundla, and we couldn't find a building to be able to house this thing. So we went back to nature and we said, "Asihlale ngaphansi kwesihlahla mfethu, and let's talk." And we spoke about anything and everything that came out.
Okay.
And that's where it started, So we said, "Arkopaning bafethu na ringing," because men don't talk, and when we do talk, we don't know how to verbalize the emotion. We aren't trained for that. So, Hope Harbour is an organization for Amajita to come around and occasionally for you to bring a madam to come spectate and not be part of.
To listen.
To listen and to listen to learn and not to listen to criticize. So it's purely it's a sanctuary for my out.
Okay.
We meet at Grondkloof Nature Reserve, so it's in nature. There's a river that runs right when you sit under a tree, and the topics are raw. The topics are really raw. Like, are you happy in your union?
No, you can put it there anyway. It's fine. Yeah.
Are you happy in your marriage? Are you happy in your relationship? And a lot of guys, for me, it's been a healing space because seeing another man cry in front of you shows you how much this guy trusts you. Because everywhere else, those tears would have been seen as softness. But in that space, this guy knows Guti. Even when the cameras are rolling, if I shed a tear right now, everything stops. And we call it a healing circle, and we come together and we embrace inyembezi zakho nepain yakho. We just sit in silence, and we won't interrupt your tears. We won't touch you, but we'll be around you so that you have that moment.
Sure.
The one thing that we do as a bantu, and I think it's schooling. It's the schooling system. When someone cries, you hold them. What you do is you break that chain of emotion, because
when you hold them.
Yeah, we hug them.
Yeah.
We want to embrace them.
Yeah.
What you do is you bring their subconscious and conscious mind back, because they're in their subconscious mind at that point in time. They are feeling the emotion. As soon as you touch them, you bring them back to consciousness to say, "Walla, ebla, walla, nalmajit." Whoa. And as soon as you do that, you break that the sanctuary of that emotion.
No, man, Puti, thank you so much for bringing through, bro. Even when you dropped some wisdom at the event of AMAGENTS, I am shit excited. I said it to you, I said it to Khutman, I said it to you.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking excited. So from our side as AMAGENTS, truly appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Having me, having Hope Harbour.
Sizo, have you been invited to Hope Harbour?
Not yet.
No, you haven't been invited. So,
No.
Did you get invited to Hope
Yes,
Harbour?
I have.
Have you? When did you go?
Thank you.
No, I've been invited. You didn't say if you went.
Have you been there?
No, I saw you.
When did you get the invite?
I'm going to go. About 2 minutes ago.
Oh, 2 minutes ago. I've never been invited to Hope Harbour.
No, you were invited 2 minutes ago off
2
camera.
minutes ago.
Yes.
No, I'm trying to say.
I'm saying liars. You see, when you're a
No,
liar.
I'm not lying. I'm saying that I've never been invited.
Okay.
I break bread. I offered chips. I didn't.
You break
I had to buy an invite. Essentially, I had to bribe. So, hey, you do Hope Harbour?
I've never been invited.
You've never been invited.
Mike.
Crazy. Oh no! I was invited once. But I didn't go.
Oh, so now you remember.
So you were invited. So we just the only people that have never been invited.
Actually, I began invited direct. You know.
Oh, he was like, if you also want to buy the pie, I've also now has a type of vibe. Okay.
Yep.
Penson, 25th April, we're having a session. Apansko Slasha, you are invited. 25th
At
April.
night during the day, because
We start at 9 a.m.
up until
around 5 p.m.
Nihaika.
No, we don't.
You just chat.
My brother. it gets-
Nishaipia or Gusu.
No alcohol. So
Nice.
So people get. You know when you get to a place and you.
Hope Harbour la wena.
You know when you get to a place and you're all eating relax. That's probably the first hour, and then the topics get going, and then it gets heated. By the time we're having lunch and we're sitting, people are having one-on-one conversations
Amongst themselves, yeah.
What you said there about stepfathering, it hit me hard, and you start to see what the guys are going through a lot. By the time it's 5 o'clock, and so that's the reason why it takes the whole entire day. So,
when did this start?
it was about a year ago.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's been going for a year. We were part of another organization that I won't mention, Engashlupi. It fell apart because one of the guys thought it was about him. He became egotistical and he got a big head. And we then said, the mission is much bigger than you.
Than the individual, yeah.
So we won't fight you. Take the name, take the organization, keep it fun. We've got a bigger vision than this. It's not about us.
Sure.
And that's why I'm gonna superstar it. Even the chairman, you'll probably meet him, and only probably the third visit you'll realize, oh shit, Wandile, you're not there. I'm like, no. I'm a member of this organization.
Beautiful.
I'm just part of the organizing committee, but I'm just a normal member. The chairman won't even, run.
Is it always in the same place, or do you
Always
guys
in the same place. We will only move. We request ukuthi uTebo zothi sibafowethu ne-uncle that can't get to esihlahleni. He's going through a depression. Can we have the session ekhaya mhlawumbe? Then on that request, we'll come and have the same session, same setting, but gini on that special request.
Sure.
Knowing ukuthi Diman is going through that, that thing. We'll go out of our way. We've done it before. We've gone to Rustenburg, one of the guys, but Utsepo. He was going through a hard time, and now we were able to pull strings and do certain things. So we are willing to do anything. It's a real brotherhood. I mean, kona machita there that don't work, and we have to find a way amongst us to say, Ndwana umenja, ndwana nginento zoyigeza.
hlanganisa u 15 yana?
Hlanganisa la, but nezi-CV yakho ngibone ukuthi singayifaka kuphi.
Sure.
And create that, because we don't believe in handouts. We don't want imali.
You just want to assist.
We want to assist. Even if abantu are saying, listen, how do I help you guys grow this thing? Do things for us, because what's going on amongst ourselves, because we've seen it.
Rather buy something.
Buy something. Buy us a camera. Buy us sound equipment to record this, so that there's someone also Cape Town that can't make it to Pretoria, can't make it to Groenkloof. But on those clips at TikTok, they feel like they're there.
So there's no bank that we can donate to if we wanted to.
There is. We have a bank account.
No, there are some people who actually want to put in actual money. I know that people who think like that.
Thina siyayicela imali. Nkulunkulu.
Ngicela izuka, ngicela 50, ngicela number. Hallelujah.
Thina siyayicela thina imali ke kuma church.
But you need that bank account. Man. Some people they don't want to buy. They want to put in like actual physical cash.
Yeah.
You
But
need to accommodate them.
It's humbling, man. And again, I know we've all experienced lows as a machita at different times, and knowing Wuti, there's a circle that at least listens. A lot of the fight is when you're feeling that we won. We won. We won. Broke, we won. You think you're going through the sengathi qala wena emhlabeni,
It was it was crazy for me, you know. I had a huge fallout no mem.
Sure.
And the match wa phonelana wathi say after Spani izwakale khonhlu. It was a Monday. It's not a day that we meet. But they all gathered sayohlala esihlahleni. Ntwana flop. What's it? It's personal, it's between the two of us. How do we sort this out? And it was only then that I got to understand what postnatal depression is.
Ooh.
Because we have a guy called Hakeem who actually was well versed in it because he experienced it and so he went to go research extensively. How does it hit Imade? You know, and it was only then that I understood the stages that women come from.
Please explain it for Abahlali. Just from
my
experience.
Yeah, my experience and understanding. You meet him mfethu akanangcosi.
Sure.
She's hot. And she has this persona ukuthi yenyababa mfethu. Shell out Debs and shell out Wandile and shell out Penson, shell out X. And then you get her. And then you impregnate her. So now she's no longer the girl. She's now the mom.
Ooh.
That transition, yeah?
So the hot girl hasn't left.
It's somewhere there.
Now the hot girl has to be introduced to the mom.
Yeah.
Now the mom becomes fruyak.
Sure.
Now mom, hot girl, mom, wife. Her mind is still saying, I'm still hot.
Yeah.
Her body is not hot anymore. So now there's a break in between the two.
Sure.
Now there's silent resentment to you,
Of course.
because you've taken
Moshi.
And to the child.
and now there's trauma as well too.
And to the child.
To the child as well. And now
You
there's
did this to
resentment.
me.
You did this to me. And when nothing has changed, you're still as hot as you were when I met you. So
now we're doing Mpandla back there. Yeah. Oh. So manje le mpandla lena ivela manje
Rivela.
postnatal noma ivela epandla.
Abantu bakhuluma into serious.
Oh, okay, think focus mfethu. No, ngithi ngade connect ngiyabuza mfethu sine IV manje abantu bayabona so ngifuna ukuba prepare. Kuthi abe ngigqokweni ngifike ngigqoke igqoko la machita. Kuthi abe ngifike ngigqoka amakapisi. Ngoba so but you explain it from a okay, keep going because I want to explain it from
your
Yes.
yeah. So you now have this whole element. Even prior to that, she's been traumatized ka ringas ya ko gae ka bo old lady. Yo, o tlo kra ngwana o tlo wa letswele. Ke fa itloa.
Batla na ba batla. Bashimane.
Now she's seeing this in real time. So the trauma that her folks spoke about before, old lady spoke about it, and it's happening in real time, and it's all because of you.
shit.
We are nyanyis. So she doesn't have the words to express the break in characters.
Sure.
I still want to be that hot girl. I love being a mom.
And I love being a wife.
I love being a wife.
Yeah.
But I don't know when these three things, these women align. And it becomes very difficult because now I don't have the time to go back and be the hot girl because there's this child in this place. In the same time, my duties as the man haven't changed. All I've gotten is another expense of mntwana. So I go to work and I still go hustle. But at night she must still stay up, make sure ukuthi umntwana udlile. Wakes up where Spani uyahlala. She still has to clean the house and still take care of a child. So her duties, she feels now I'm doing this alone. And that's where the break in a lot of couples comes in. Is ukuthi when is out to feel ukuthi I'm pushing twice as hard because my bills are new. Formula to my pampers, my wipes, my in. She doesn't see that element. You have a nice life because you get to pass by the gym before you come home. And then 2 minutes, he passes out. But at 2 a.m. when he wakes up, I'm waking up, not you, because I know at 6 a.m. you need to be out of here. So it's a silent resentment.
So
put me here.
So another part that I want to add, because you broke it down so beautifully from a psychological, emotional point, I want to add the biological
Yeah.
aspect because you think ukuthi these women are growing another life in them, you know. So if we already know the average lady post-puberty hormonal imbalance every month due to a period. Now take a child. If a period can turn her inside out, what can growing another human being do? You know, so I think we don't consider all the areas around that, whether it's psychological, emotional, physiological, whatever they show them come in, you know.
Physiological.
Thank you. Go and get all these dynamics that affect who met them.
Yeah.
And she changes like this, bro. Because when I've always, you see how you're broken down with it. I've seen every lady that I've been with, let's just say, their journey from girlfriend to fiance to wife to mother has been incredible.
Yeah.
Because society has told her how to package herself as a girlfriend.
Yes.
That's why they say, oh, girlfriend level, what. And then once all of a sudden, you literally see her getting rid of certain clothes.
Yeah.
Like you guys can be girlfriend, boyfriend 10 years. Now the short shorts or what. Now she's throwing all of those things.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, hey. Now also makoti ban. You're like, oh my gosh. Then she becomes a mother, and that also changes her.
Correct.
And Tina, we also have to adjust. It's a very, very interesting thing. How did you and with AMAGENTS get over that at Hope Harbour?
I think raw conversations, bro. We are too scared to lose our people. Made.
Okay.
So the second that you're too scared to lose media, you'll tip it to around it. But the second that you're having real conversations with her is like a via, you know the truth. You know my truth. The truth will always remain. And he said this. He expressed himself, you know. So we package ourselves. We are masters of packaging as a Maori. And we just don't know how to package the truth.
Is that because we're scared of what might happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because society has taught us ukuthi uma ngitshela ama-out ukuthi ngibroke abazwakali. So ngeke ngibatshele ukuthi ngibroke. Ngizobatshela epatini ukuthi kusebafethu manginanix.
But then, and it's what we've spoken about, you need to compartmentalize your friends. Because I have that friend where law, it's nice time.
Yeah.
As Columbus in this serious.
Yeah.
Nase kareng shayi nama kumnandi. Makuba serious, mangiba serious nakuba awkward nyana. Then there's that friend where you know it can break down.
Yeah.
You know, so I think we expect a lot from
one person.
Friends.
Yeah.
From one person.
From one person.
Yeah.
And I was watching a video that I sent to Mlotshwa that I posted on my thing. This lady speaks about, famous lady that speaks about a relationship.
Yeah.
That now, the modern relationship, the woman wants everything from the guy.
Yeah.
Every single thing. He must be the lover. He must be handsome, tall, dark, and handsome.
Correct.
He must be the ideal man.
Guy, yeah.
And she says that back in the day, our grandparents wanted 2 or 3 things from their wives, from our grandmothers.
Correct.
2 or 3, and that's it.
Yeah.
What's now, it's everything.
Yeah.
And I'm realized that even in once I understood that once you compartmentalize human beings, your things becomes much easier.
Much easier.
I can't be vulnerable around those guys because they might even, because of who they are, might even accidentally weaponize it.
Because now myself, I understand what you're expressing.
No.
And you can't blame them.
No.
Now I was like, because
when you bring up you bring something about exactly. And you're like, you literally being vulnerable around your family and what the time you know, so that's
correct.
Bro, you setting me back fucking 10 years.
Correct.
Okay. So I want to ask this question, but I also don't want to ask this question. So where are we? So when was this and where are we now because of that assistance with AMAGENTS?
It got a whole lot better because...
How old is your child? Sorry.
6 months.
Your child is 6 months. Beautiful. Yeah. Congrats. You got one boy?
I got a daughter. She's 20.
I heard you say something about a boy.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, but then the boy is the newborn.
Nice.
Yeah, so it got a whole lot better.
Your daughter is how old? 13. Usisuphelele mosloyo. You must get like a shotgun.
I got 2.
Nice.
Yeah, was Anzisha. That's good. Wandile.
That's good.
And then you've got a 6 month.
Uteng unathi kuyazwakala ntwana.
And a 6-month-old baby.
Yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. Okay. Shit. Nah, I'll ask. No.
Okay, cool.
No. I
want to go to my thing.
Yeah.
Go to it, yeah.
No, go to your thing.
What is the common thing that you are hearing from Amachita? What is the age
group?
Age group Amachita?
It's
Average
25 and above.
25. Only 40 or dim.
Yeah. There's Nalima time about 50 something.
Time, okay.
Yeah,
So that average age is 35, 40. Average age.
probably.
Yeah, average age.
What is the common thing that you're hearing from Machens?
Yeah.
Kenye?
ATM.
Yo.
I'm nothing else in the house but a provider. So I'm needed and seen when I need to provide either security, safety, finance, whatever. But no one ever comes back to me and asks, how are you? Unjan? How are you handling the responsibilities that are sitting on your shoulders? So that's the one thing that I take away always is that, if I was a step, but they knew once a week, just sit him down and say, Unjan. And post, once they're asleep, because he might break down for you. And the fear that that I've experienced as well, myself personally, is that breaking down and being that vulnerable gets used against you later. And it created a fear in me that is very difficult to get over, because it might have been out of anger that you used it. But that was a tool that I gave you not to use. And you were that one person that I thought would never use this tool. And you used it. So it becomes very difficult to be able to go back and trust lo muntu.
Can I be vulnerable around you again?
You know what's tough for me with this thing of, and it's because it hasn't happened to me as yet. And the thing is, and it's because I made it very clear to say, look, there are 2-3 things that are pain for me. But I'm going to tell you because we're together, we're building something.
Yeah.
But and I made it a disclaimer straight. I'm like, if you ever use it, man, you and I are out. Because those things are only known by maybe 2 people in the whole flipping world.
Correct.
Wait, when you say use it, because I can relate. So is it things that you have done outside of the relationship?
No, things that happened to me before her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's say relationship with Tubabako.
Yeah, like
that shit has been used on me.
It's for me, once I learned that Amachita complained with that thing, I'm like, we'll talk about anything. I'll tell you whatever happened. But if this you use it, I'm out.
How use it? How?
I'm the only one that can only bring it up. You have no right to bring it up in any situation. It's fine.
So going back to when you're saying it's a common thread that comes up is Amachita. You know what I'm battling with?
Sure.
With the whole ATM and Kajens. I'm battling. I think I'm coming around to it. I watched a reel 2 days ago, and they ask a whole lot of ladies, would you want a present father who's broke or an absent father who's financially strong?
And they said financially strong.
And literally out of all the ladies, they kept on saying, and I kept on thinking about my life. And I've been told many times by different women that they love me. And you think about the golden thread is that you're an ATM.
Correct.
Excuse. The darkest of my relationships, for my points as well, they have their own, is when I was also at my lowest financially.
Yeah.
Where I was struggling with certain things. I'm not talking about just that part. I'm getting to a point where, and I'm struggling. So I'm not on either side of the fence. I'm right in the middle.
Yeah.
Uguti, as much as it's a curse, but is it also not a blessing that a lot of ladies just give us to one task? Like you can have imbandla, you can be short, you can have a small toli, you can have
just provide.
If you are strong in this one area, you get the Beyonce. Is it not a gap? A little, because we all have insecurities, bro. All, I don't care who you think you are.
Yeah.
We all have insecurities where we feel like we're falling short. I'm not smart enough. I've got imposter syndrome. I shouldn't be here. We all, and for some reason, let's just use 65%. 65% of women saying, Chief, you are strong, you get me.
The unfortunate portion of that is that grand ushape pokotheni. But then now I realize later on ukuthi uDebs uyakhona and I can't stick with this thing. Noma uDebs has a past that was dark, but he's never, told me about it. Bekuyintwana kaKhet Matla. Bakhule bonke and uspine naye, but he then broke off once he had made the money and started tribal media. So
mina puti matala mina ngiyakuhlonipha ngesithanda mina ngibazi mina laba bafana laba achweza laba bafana laba mina yabona mina nawo ngicela nje.
You know what I'm trying to figure out as well?
Yeah.
Do you think that men are asking for that thing because the world is saying to men, open up? Because sometimes I get confused to say, our parents didn't want our mothers to be asking them, or maybe they did and they didn't express it, that hey, tell me how am I doing and all those things. I feel like men are okay with not being asked, man. I think there's they are being told to be something that they are not. And I think something is playing in their mind to say, I also want to be asked. I really don't think...
Can I tell you how I view it?
Sure.
I've been doing a lot of lacquer things lately.
Sure.
Yeah.
For Oleti, for the nanas. I've been doing a lot of lacquer things. And I've been getting no fucking flowers, bro. And I was resenting the little things that I was doing. Today, I go and I get grocers. We gross out, boy. Oleti, shine spray, a corn spray, take the spray. Take my chocolate. Take my ultra I tell you grocer, boy. Yes.
They appreciated you.
My voice notes. Oh,
yes.
Thank you, somebody love you.
You know
all these things that took so much time and effort that I thought was actually very sentimental.
But remember, I need my love language as well. You must compartmentalize. What you were doing was your love language for you.
No, I was doing it.
It is for them.
I thought it was for them. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
My love language is very simple.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because you know what it is? You and you will tell me what you were doing. You were doing the things that make me feel good as a man.
No,
drinking water.
No. I was trying to project what I thought they would like.
Yeah.
So it was a projection until I realized, hey, already color spray.
That's it, Chief.
That one. Lona njalo mayivula ifridge uyalibuka ifridge mosho ugesi wami after isikhathi mase ayivale ifridge mase yahamba ngithi okay lo muntu ufuna nje izinto ezisoft
done
yabona no kusekhuluma umedem bayivula ifridge wami usuke efuna chocolate ne dessert enjalo ngoba uyabona nangu kujeqe nangu nempapa la yabona kuyavela manje
akukho lokufuna
love language is not there.
In love language, I've realized that time and time again. Sure. Why is it that some relationships just crumble and fall so quickly, and why some stay so much longer? I'm talking like our age and older.
Can I answer that?
Go for it.
The first point of reference here made, it's malaki. 90% of girls who were raised by their fathers and babone umshato that's stuck together becomes their naive expectation labaya kon. Then you meet.
Why use the word naive?
It's because you don't have anything else to reference.
I don't think you should. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, let me let you.
No, but I agree because you know a relationship. Most of it happens behind.
No, for sure.
Curtain, yeah.
So, the happiness these two is all marriages. Yes, maybe they fight. You know, asibaboni babacabana, but siyazi ukuthi they. And then you know they're gonna have a session, later on, but sort out. The issue is you bring this expectation me without verbalizing it.
Vice versa.
I grew up in a house where time I wasn't there. So I had to step up to a lot of things. So even in the financial space, you saw your father providing. And because your father was providing, probably you have brothers. And when your brothers have dips, your dad stands in. So you never see a man going through a dip. So it's the first time, and you now think less of me because
You've been seeing this hero for a
these
very long
hero
time. Yeah.
guys, you know,
Compared
what?
to Superman, yeah.
These are supermen. But your mother has never expressed to you, good Babaka has had a dip. So in that, boy too.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
And the ones that don't have fathers, they romanticize.
Yeah, social media badla
They romanticize.
Correct.
So the ones that have
Yeah,
a
but sharper
active
social
father,
media about.
you are competing against Superman.
Correct.
And the ones that don't, you are competing against
Against
Superman.
Superman.
Either way, you fucked.
Oh, he was a shit father. He's competing. Who's the opposite of Superman?
No, but like, but again, the shit father is just an absolute. So
We might get some more.
so in today's
Superman.
in today's time, the shit father is a father who's not an ATM.
Yeah.
He can be a prison father. He can be in the house.
But
But if he's not buying you the latest watch, I think
Yeah.
he's a shit father.
Yeah.
So then she starts romanticizing what she would like in a husband and a father for
You
her
know what?
kids.
You know what it is, and it goes back to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it differently.
Yeah.
Mina manghlana in the media, some of the things we spoke about what a woman is. Mina I'm telling with the old lady, and I'm not ashamed of it because I've seen some great traits from the old lady. So if you're gonna ask me what are the traits of a good woman, the first is a woman gogo, then the old lady.
Yeah.
So then we needed to really unpack, because Magogo is the first person of understanding a relationship from a woman's perspective, and it was to really to unpack, so that not later on in the relationship, I'm going to go, hey, I'm not your mother, go marry your mother, go marry your grandmother. You know, once you, and it's what you're speaking, men have difficulty of expressing truth.
Yeah.
So if in the initial stage, you ask, like, what is your form of love as the outcome? What do you expect from me as
Media.
media?
Yeah.
Men are afraid to say, no, well, this is what I saw from the old lady, and these were the truths, and this is what I want.
Yeah.
Then she also says, look, this is my fault is here and here. These things I can't meet because I'm not number one, to be honest. But at least you have a point of reference, because once you both go in blind and you're not speaking about what is your point of reference of love in relation to men and women, then it becomes very dangerous.
Because what I picked up is that you either marry your mom or the extreme opposite of your mom, depending on the extent of the trauma. So for a lot of women who grew up with a dad, let's say the dad is a quiet man who sits in the corner, comes home. You see, it's either she gets with the quiet man who sits in the corner, if she sees that guy as a hero. If she looks at him,
he's a hero. If she views him as a hero,
the quiet guy in the corner as a hero,
Yeah.
she'll marry a guy who's quiet and the hero. But if she sees that as a villain, she'll marry a
loud
Penson
mouth,
or
exactly.
And it's always the case. And you see a lot of these strong women who come from two-parent households. A lot of the strong women, you don't ask how the mom was. You say, how was your dad? Then you realize very, very quickly that the dad was strong. The dad was strong, the mom was weak.
Yeah.
Né? So in her relationship, she is strong.
he must be weak. Yeah.
And they do that because they go, oh shit, I don't want a man like my dad because my dad bullied my mom.
Correct.
Therefore, I will never have another man who could bully me. So now she then becomes the bully. And it's crazy. And you go, shit.
You know which relationship?
Exactly what you're saying. Oh.
No, sorry.
Exactly what you're saying, Fredu, it's so true, and I'm finding it. Uguti, people think noise delivers a point.
No. Doesn't.
And women tend to raise the voice and not the point. So you raise the volume, and what happened is, mina ukoko ba etities.
Okay.
So the only way I survived was to shut it, just train my brain to shut down. So when your volume raises, and I struggled with it in school as well, because when they screamed and they shouted, Ngigo Superman, Ngigo Batman, Ngigo, and when I see what your mouth is stopped, I come back, and I always heard in class, I'm talking to you, can't you hear me?
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, I missed all of that you were screaming because I shut down.
It's a defensive mechanism.
And exactly what I took it into relationships as well. So as soon as you raise the volume, I shut down. Anguzwa. So even the point that you made, it might be so important, but I missed it because of your volume.
You know what there is for me? Swearing.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
All media, even if it's a joke, fuck. Because the thing is, man, I grew up in a family where swearing like absolutely zero, like zero. So once I hear it, my mind just like,
it's so crazy.
How
my madam is loud.
I exist.
So my madam is loud and passionate. very loud, very passionate, can be snaps, but she knows what must qaban.
Yeah.
I remember they said to me.
Sorry,
Yeah. Okay. I just want to take you back a little bit.
Okay.
Before ngiza kule nto oqeda ukukhuluma ngayo. One of the things that we tend to forget ukuthi thina si generation A1 kuma generation mhlambe awu3.
Okay.
We were talking about abantu abana 40 and around that.
Yes.
Ungakhohlwa ukuthi thina sizalwe ngesikhathi apartheid asibeke esayidini abazali bethu bekwabazali abafana nabazali babazali babo.
Yes.
The man is the provider, umama mhlamba akasebenzi ini nani nani. Singena kuma 90s ku introduce into 80s whereby umama, it's a second phase. Umama sekakwazi ukuthola iposition ethize ini nani nani. Yes. And then now going back to that thing oyitshilo ukuthi what if mhlambe ngoba sinikwe into eyi1 yokuthi if besinikwe into eyi1 yokuthi as provide emaphokethini, do you think it was going to be possible ukuthi sikwenze lokho because umama nobaba basezingene eli1 mhlambe umama sekaphezulu in terms of finances, umsebenzi awutholakala ini nani.
Yes.
Now engizama ukusho ukuthi I feel like if singazama ukuthi thina because thina phela sixakekile sizithole kwinto eziningi 80s 90s 2000 laba bavela manje ekuwukuthi sibabiza ama 2000 but they are already 26 years of age bashadile abanye and all that abayazi le situation esiyifacile abakwazi ukuthi bangadila kanjani ngeinto esidile ngazo thina. So I think ukuthi somehow i-generation yethu yabo mama, we need to find a way of communicating with them ngendlela ukuthi bakwazi ukuthatha wonke lama stage awu3 ba understand ukuthi akusekho lokho sesikwesinye izinga manje, because if I'm gonna be a provider endlini, trust me, uhola 5,000 umama uhola 15,000.
Fact.
So kwenze njani?
As the way that you break it down is so fucking interesting. Like, because there's pre-apartheid and what came with the family structure then it's post-apartheid and the beginning of equality, call it feminism, whatever. Now it's the tech world that we're in. Those 3 phases.
Yeah.
And we've had to adjust those.
Team.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had to be the first to be in a class where you're the only black.
Yep.
And the first thing the teacher says is, "What's your Christian name?" So much Mtobi's
easier name.
Penson. So I come from that generation where your name you park because around in Mtobi's. But umlung eskolweni upenson. So there's that psychology, and then there's a new psychology in the 90s, the 2000s. Fucking hell.
Even worse is what you're speaking about is we are using an old system for new women.
That's a fact. I keep
That's
saying.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But the women still believe in that system.
No, they don't.
They don't.
They don't want a guy with chakura who outdoes them.
Your father, your great-grandfather, imali beyizizela because beneyinkomo nane.
I'm not fighting what the guys are saying. I'm saying what the women are needing and wanting.
No.
Yeah, but I think there is a fair point there to say the woman still wants lobola.
Yes.
She still wants a man that believes in good patriarchy.
Yes.
That's what the modern women call when they need it.
I agree with it. So, sorry, I wanted to be very clear. I'm still on the fence. I agree that we need to have some sort of shift.
Yes.
Because of the economic landscape.
Correct.
100%.
Correct.
And our sisters, it's a proven fact, especially in the black community. The sisters are more educated than us.
Yeah.
They're out earning.
They're more employed.
Yeah.
You know, unemployment is just black men.
Yeah.
You know. So they have the jobs, they have the assets, this is a proven statistical fact.
Correct.
So when we look at that, it should tell us at median at least they out-earn us.
Then that's why I keep saying, men must redefine manhood. Yeah, one of the thing of staying in manhood, he provider.
So here's the rules. You are saying men who are let's say financially weaker, they must define, and then the financially stronger must follow that.
Here's what I'm saying.
Because strong men who are financially strong, they're not going to redefine what new manhood is, because they're like,
Yeah, no.
So if I earn 50K, all the bitches chase me.
Yeah, but we need to be fair.
Let's keep this.
Let's keep the system.
But we need to be fair. There was a reason why certain things worked for the collective. Most black people in 60s, 70s, even before, most of them were in townships.
Sure.
So meaning that the fight at a larger scale were for most black people, most of them were concentrated in one area. So the identity of manhood made sense for the majority of those people because most of them lived in one area.
Yeah.
94 comes, we're separated. Ke ko magaeng, ke kasi, ke urban areas, then there's the wealthy people. So those are 4 divisions already.
Yes.
So how these 4 people must define certain aspects of their existence must change. This thing of boxing.
My question is, when you say define, it's almost like a taking control leadership position.
Sharp.
It's like my kids defining what being a child is within the Mlotshwa household.
Yes.
They can't define that.
Yeah.
I, motherfucker, defines that. Because before you pizza is all.
Sure.
But you beg a charge in Konamakaka. Nithi ngadli pizza kukonamakaka la endlini. There's no fucking way pizza would take on a cat. They were trying to redefine ukuthi pizza is going to give them the energy to pick up shit. It doesn't work here. So I'm saying let's go to the most poorest place.
Yeah.
And men are the problem with our sisters, even at the poorest, still have access to all of these.
Yes. So forget the sisters.
So when they define,
what should the men do
so
there?
If they define manhood as example,
money.
No. Let's say the guys at the bottom say they define manhood as being able to be nurturers and being good with
and
kids.
I'm saying the issue is that they are not. You see what you just said is the example of what they must transition to.
Okay.
The issue is that
let's find what they.
But here's what I'm saying. The issue is that this guy here.
Yeah.
His definition is of this guy.
Okay,
this guy that is this guy man. His definition
let's find what they're good at. So they're good at
sure.
and just talk shit.
Okay.
Now they define manhood as that.
Okay.
Will they still
but that's not progressive as well.
Though. Okay, then give me something that group, because I said what's in nurturing, looking after kids, you said no. So what is it that they have that we can use to define manhood?
Mina would take it to AMAGENTS amaplazi.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I say lokshin. I know where you're going.
Yeah, but amaplazi it's easy to answer. That one is very simple.
It's a traditional space.
100%.
I say ekas.
But I want to take it from here and I want to show you the transition.
Sure.
Out as amaplazi.
Sure.
The roles.
Is God's eye looking from there? Will God's eye pick that up? God's eye. My podcast need to catch up.
Hey.
I'll see you want to make a line in the middle up God.
No, let him explain. Sorry, as you are super tips.
AMAGENTS asemaplazi. The roles are defined.
Sure.
Banna bayetsa so.
Yeah.
Banna basadi bayetsa so.
Sure.
It's a collective. We are running this household.
Yes.
Asiyaka.
Yeah.
Ke haka.
Yeah, but no, true.
Mara asiyaka household. So ngimthethe umfazi. Ngimnike vision. So together sakha le vision yala. We lose it mesize kasi.
And it's not a vision, yeah, vision gababa.
Vision gababa. So your sons are going to be carrying your vision.
Yes. As the way that I carried my father's vision.
100%.
And so on and so on. Yes.
100%. Ngiyamsusa lo Penson emakhaya. Ngimletha eKasi. First thing is you don't have land here. So akukho asihaka mo akusikwami first and foremost. And
you've taken away his superpower.
You've taken away his superpower. And that's what Mahuru
that land for him and he's no house to lead in that perspective. So you've taken him and you've stripped everything from that guy.
And that's the main problem, Yaban. We have no land. Name a business that's not on land for me.
What's wrong with it?
There isn't.
Even a plane has to land for it to make money. But a ship is on water, but it comes back to land.
Yeah.
And that's why land is so important to us.
I mean,
and
even airspaces are controlled by countries. America,
and that is why.
Permission, yeah.
And once ngishaya ngeland, bro. That's why Arab will kill you for land. That's why Muslim states.
These wars are going on.
These wars are held
right now. It's for land.
It's for land.
Yeah.
It's because upto tabulab. Keha matlala. Gugwaduguza. Gugwamlotshwa. It's your territory. Yeah. And that is why sisters have got so much power on us now because I was way tolela.
But on top of that, they've never had the pressure of owning any land at any point, whether it was rural, whether it's a Lokshini, whether it's in the suburbia, whether it's elite. They don't have the same pressure because, as you guys rightfully put, it's the man's identity.
Correct.
You know, asizuthi inkomo za so gogo no auntie, inkomo za baba, samkhulu za.
And that's why right now the frustration is so high now. Nabafazi are successful is because Amachita, due to not affording to be able to get you a piece of land, they step back. Usisibahama ngekhayeni. Oh, ngithanga Tyler 12,000. Hola 5,000 and they look the other way. Losisi is just looking for you as the out.
No, but as well, it's because he's stuck in defining manhood from a finance perspective.
Finance position.
That becomes then the issue. And until he alters that, no, I am beyond Inyo. I can lead Leicester that makes more money than me.
100%. Now I then ask you.
Yeah.
You can.
No, I'm saying you can't.
I'm saying the average man can't.
Yeah, the average man cannot.
Yeah, but if you guys already, we can't be talking in elite mindset.
Yeah.
I'm saying Guti. I love you so much. I'm talking as Selokshini. Selokshini, Avana Spani, Usele Kone.
Yeah.
Usistazi, Uyaspana, Mutually, Utola 11,000. Ne? Usele Kone.
Yeah.
Usela Ubo. Ne?
Yeah.
Usistazi, Usele Fletin.
Yeah.
Bahlangane Lokshini every now and again. Kunzima on average ukuthi lo sisi ethi there's something about you where you can lead me, because sisi say you can't lead yourself,
you can't get yourself out of the situation you're in. Akwazi ukuphuma again.
It's the same conversation that we had with Uwaras. God bless his soul.
Bless you.
Like the only reason why he had access to the kids is because the wife viewed him worthy, or the moms of the kids viewed him worthy. The reason why I have access to my kids is because she makes the executive decision of saying, I'm worthy as a man. She doesn't judge me as a father first. She judges me as a man first. So that guy, he could be a father. We don't care.
Yeah.
Nor do we know. We're saying, as a man, are you able to remove yourself from a koneni to get a 9 to 5, to feed yourself, to clothe yourself? You can't. So now you want to lead me?
How?
That's like having a fat personal trainer.
Eish. How are you going to get me?
But that's a fundamental problem. But wait, before
I not talk about fat personal training. I know some fat personal training.
Before I go into the issue.
Fat Albert.
Abu code 14 babaya yo. I'm a Ford Rapture. Yeah, baya. No, but Maria is a point.
Yeah, we are going to see that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Much so very preach like way to that. Ekuzima bese studio we nervous. Ngeke vele ehlale noma kanjani. Hey, incane sukume. Yeah. Khuluma kenza man.
So
oh, love you, bro. Thank you so much.
So here's the point. The point that I was making is that part of the issue is, you can be a good mom, a bad wife, and vice versa. Nomchita, great father, but bad husband.
Yeah.
And most of the time, are just a good fathers, because that child won't. Actually nonsense.
Yeah.
So
it's way easier to be a good father than to be a good
it's nice, man.
I mean, good husband. Sorry.
So what I'm seeing is that when women have an issue with umchita, because part of what we speak about is that most relationships end when there's a child involved.
Yeah.
Once the medieval part, men are not trained to deal with that emotion.
Post
even training most of the states say after I think 2 years, most relations they break. And but the mistake I think the women are making is that they don't separate the man in relation to her from the man in relation to the kid, because the punishment is based on how you treat me as the woman. And I think that has created a lot of issues in society, because most of those men, they may not have the money, but they can lead that child.
Yeah, correct.
And women are separating it.
I'm not correct. Yeah? I mean, what I'm challenging is that the guy who owns the soccer ball dictates the rules. We saw this is so cool. If you come with problems, we'll tell you.
Ungara ngaleso sikhathi.
That's why we call for Lena.
And so
he goalkeeper.
Angihamba nalo manje. Phela
i-owner yebhola dlala goalkeeper. I-owner.
Never. I-owner is striker.
Yes.
Akavini ibhola. Yeah, and ewamisa nala uhamba nebhola.
Oh, Makati. Fasi bize break yonke Makati. Fetumba. Njalo uphethe ibhola fasi bize.
Inkomo. Akusinkomo.
And he thinks who's going to be in his team, boy.
Yeah.
So you must fucking respect him.
Penson ngapha ngakimi. Tebza ngapha ngakimi. Yabona ngokufuna.
Uyochuza kuqala. Akadlali nani kuchuza yena kuqala. Thatha team yakhe first. Nina lapho nihleli khona akanifuzi.
So what I'm trying to say, I ideally it would be great in 2026 to redefine manhood.
Yeah.
It's like saying, because of the financial system that we're in, Siyabonga says, let us who are poor redefine capitalism as a system. We can redefine it. Né? If we were strong enough intellectually to redefine something and hold ourselves to it, we'd be able to adjust to what it is out there and be successful.
Yeah.
So, Gim, when I hear the guys that, or let's call them, for the sake of this conversation, it might be triggering weaker men.
Yeah.
When they say to me they will redefine what masculinity or what manhood is to me, I'm saying, well, in the jungle, it's still us fucking tigers and lions that rule the roost, you know. So redefine it how you guys seem fit. We'll still take all your bitches. And you who have defined masculinity in the sense of it's the guy who's the best at go for it.
Just, you know the women who are fine with the nigga doesn't work.
We are generalizing.
But
No, women who are fine with guys with no arms, bro.
He just said there are women. He didn't say all women. There are women.
I think majority of women are fine with a guy that makes lesser than them.
Let me share something with
that
you.
one.
As long as it's pana yona, they don't care.
Well, Daddy, you're on the moral high ground. Give me your hand.
Hands up to Kevin.
What are you doing? That was toxic.
Guys, you bad.
That was fucking toxic. That was horrible. And we'll
Mamelo na Maniam. You know, I think in this day and age, inkinga iba one. Lokanik show ukuthi yes, there are men and women, let's say women, abangamthatha umuntu ongenamali.
In fact, I think there's more of them.
Yeah.
Than we make it seem like.
Inking iba
there's a
one.
lot of them.
Yes, more than the other woman you're speaking of.
Yeah.
No, that's
Inking
impossible.
iba one.
Wait. We just want to clear up what you are saying. You are saying there are more women who are dating niggas that
And
Yes.
Yes, more than that.
Yes.
than women who are dating.
Yes.
Guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Look, we're not
I use the word a lot. I said there's a lot of women who
Yeah.
are dating guys that significantly learn less. There are a lot.
Lots, yeah.
But I don't think it's the majority.
In fact,
Look,
you
we're
know
not- we-
statistically,
I think
how much it was
there's
fine.
a
different
difference.
world.
There's a
I'm telling
difference
you, but-
between dating or ugbayini. What do you call those
Umpepeni.
guys?
Mahlabihlaba.
Mahlaba vayo badal.
Yeah, don't tell.
That is a dime a dozen. There's
We're not dating.
no.
So there's a lot of women
Yes, I agree with
who
you.
are doing that.
Oh, 100%. We on the same.
They are not dating.
He's.
He's talking about dating.
When do you agree with Jordan? We one day gonna get married and have kids.
I
know
go to
right
the
now-
townships, but
Yeah, guys.
No,
You see what we're speaking about,
I
Spud.
know smash and grabs.
no, I'm not even talking about
You use
That's
the word
not
majority.
dating.
I'm using the word a lot.
Hey, no,
Ekasi, the
But you
issue
don't
is
understand the
that,
problem.
and I fully understand why you don't see it.
Okay.
Ekasi, probably when you go, you don't stick around long enough to be able to see dating. The reality is, Ekasi, kuti amachita waspan, bro.
Sure, fact.
You know, I realized it mini on a random day, or whatever the case is. And you see the amounts of gents up and down, and you see the amounts of cars going up and down. And you see what it feels like a Saturday. Elokishini.
Yeah.
And it shows you what it was amachita nje emakhaya washi machiti ayagezwa what not amount aphandayo
Matabesa,
amount ayabeza benzani yabona so uyabona ukuthi okay the unemployment rate is really high for amajita
Sure.
or sisters babadrophile espanini maybe umjita uhamba ngekaremedi you know uphanda just a mini petrol nema drinks so you get to realize ukuthi okay sister is covering 90% of the bill.
Dude, I'm telling you.
And this guy is
a lot of
looking
them.
proper because he looks like a Penson. Bengena nayo yahlonipheka le out. So she's covering that to say these honeys are gonna want this guy. But long zombamba ngelish because as soon as he starts to step out, bisimot yam. Ngizebathi bohamba nolrate mina bisimot yam. And that's a control factor now. So
And what are? Who are we?
wacava. And she knows ukuthi uyabonakala ngemali yami. And now this is a controlling factor. So I'm squeezing it whenever I want.
But you know, some of them, I don't think it's there's a lot of them. And you just spoke about one section.
One section,
The one part is that what I've also realized that most women saw resilience from their mothers.
Yes.
So even when they date umchitanga na nyugu, there's that resilience that kicks in. With no man, I'll take it to Mtwarasha. So this is what I saw. And here's what I'm saying. And I think sometimes when we speak in these spaces, I think we are speaking a lot from social media and what we're bombarded with. Me know what I saw. And honest truth. The world that you are in,
It's not
I'm
the
in a problem, I'm
same.
not in that world.
So again, we're all in different worlds, even
Yeah.
if we live in the same house.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to get to is I want to hammer in my point of I agree with a lot.
Okay.
Because I can name many females who out earn their partners and are in good relationships. Yeah. I'm saying I was just disputing. All I was disputing was the word the majority.
No,
Not
definitely.
Guti,
Okay.
the lot.
Okay.
You know. That's what I was disputing. I'm fully aware Guti Machita Maningwaba who and it's not Guti they broke and unemployed. He might be earning a great salary. He might be earning 40K.
So
Usisi earns 80.
my question is this then, if we sit around the table, indoda yini?
To who?
To you.
To me?
Yeah. To us around the room, indoda yini?
I've never actually thought what utebza when I say a person uyindoda and what I would need because I don't need anything from indoda.
Yeah.
What is it that because it would go back to your initial thing of redefining based on what I would need from that.
Yeah.
But when I would say what is indoda, when I think about it from a family context, you know, it is those traditional provide, protect. You know, when I look at your role in your family, and you're gonna come to me and tell me, Guti, you're unemployed and you're depressed. I'll say, Chief, you have 3 months to be unemployed, unemployed and
Yes.
undepressed.
Yes.
Yeah, one. Because your family needs you to be strong and to provide. So, but what it is for me to look at another man and say, you're indoda.
Would you say a man who doesn't have money is not a man to you?
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a man still.
Okay. But what makes him a man?
To me,
Yes,
I'm
what
not
makes
saying
him a man?
because to a lot of women, and I'm not saying most, I'm not saying all.
Yeah.
To a lot of women, that's not a man. You know, because for me, even if you don't have access to your child for whatever reason, you can still be a father.
Okay.
Yeah. So me now, when what is a man? It's
Okay, park that
I never
one.
thought about it.
Think
Thank
about
you
that
for
one.
that, yeah.
I'm going to come back to yours as well. In fact, hit.
About what is a man?
Yeah.
Solving problems.
To you, like as in
Outside of being you. Look,
Yeah.
I still have the traditional stuff. You must remember, most men who believe in the traditional stuff is because they have that ability.
Yeah.
You'll never find a broke man say a man is having money because he believes in it, but for him to say it is going to be extremely hard because what comes with again next. So for me to actually say, I believe Amara, but for me, is that guy you can call and fed up about this issue and this issue, can you solve it? You know, but when you can solve issues, and that's why women
so when a
right now,
gent can't solve problems, you just say he's not a man.
I find it.
Like let's say he can follow and take instruction very well.
Yeah.
But he can't solve problems.
No, there's so many things. There's so many. I don't think it's one definition. But for me, the thing at the top is to solve.
Can I still be a man? I can't solve problems.
Yeah.
But should you give me I can follow instruction.
You're still a man. I mean, think about it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. The definition of manhood needs to really change in a sense of, if you look at back in the day,
Yeah.
back in the day of gladiators, Vikings and whatnot, not everyone was a swordsman.
Yeah,
There was a guy who needed to write for the king.
correct.
Does that mean that guy is not a man? Even though
Yeah. Yeah.
but that man is still respected.
Because I've always said a person, because we were having a walk in the gardens and like we're defining smartness. And I was like, I don't think I'm smart until I can solve my problems.
Yeah.
Like
problems.
my problems.
There's some people who can't solve their problems, but they can solve other people's problems.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. If you can't save yourself from drowning, it speaks a lot.
tough.
I'm not talking about fully, because there's always going to be things. I'm just saying, going
Who's
around
going
giving
to carry
people
the boat?
Dog. I'm just saying, giving everybody the lotto numbers. There's
There's a
tough
term,
one.
epitori, but man.
Yeah, right, Anaman, yeah.
So I don't have the answer.
Yeah, but
But
that
ke
Anaman,
na le ane man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, e re ke
Now
ntse
that's a
phone
man.
ke-
That man can
ane
solve.
man.
yeah.
This guy knows akana man. Mara ke tshwere ane man.
Hey,
He's going to solve the problem.
Yeah.
That's solving a problem.
Yeah. That's a man. boy.
No, that's a man.
That's a man.
But the problem is it going to be fixed? Yes.
Yes, that's it.
That's time.
My love, ke stakile mo Centurion.
Ke na le Anaman, relax.
E re ane brafan me o mo Centurion. E re ke mo tshware ke a bua mo wena.
Yeah.
Except mfetho reng sharp.
So kopa o-
Vile ya fika kumadam.
Sure.
Ya fika ekhaya.
Done.
Senifika wena usathi mo kara madam uyibisele isondo labantu. But umele mo save.
Sure. That's a problem solver.
Ane man.
I'm gonna solving, man.
So,
Sure.
I then take it.
Solving,
I
man.
take it a step back. Okay, we've spoken about the man. Then I want to talk about the culture.
So before you go into culture,
Yeah.
what makes women now strong is that they solve problems now. With money.
So I talk anima.
Yeah.
Yeah, na anima.
Yeah, she is that guy.
She's that
When
guy.
I'm on you, also no, my think palele AA first.
Yeah.
Figi car by solve. Uhleli lapha.
So AA platinums.
So
Anima.
Animal.
Don't be security. No, I can call security guy also faka mali chief fence.
Animal.
When uhleli.
My
That is the
globes,
issue.
my globes are also grand. Handyman.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
Animal.
That the man fit. If you can solve that, and in those relationships, we're not saying that you must be the, even if you don't have the money, but you must bypass it very fast. No, the guna nyauta me also than you two clip anje. Who's a fix already? I find even if she gives him the two clip, but
Exactly.
she didn't have access to that guy that
to
can
the
come
guy.
in now and fix the thing. So most men don't have the money. They don't know the guys as well to come fix whatever the problem is, which makes it even worse. X, you wanna say something, sir? Mike.
I'm sorry, mangindisturba futhi.
Ah, no, relax. That's why I get care.
Leicester, your question was yini indoda?
Yeah.
To you.
Chief indoda yimi.
Uyini wena.
What are the traits that make you?
Indoda yimi.
What are your traits?
Because my skills might not be your skills.
So tell me about your skills then.
Or me.
Yes.
Look, I'm married. I have
So if I'm not married, that means I'm
No, let me finish up. I'm married. I won't say Gubani and all that.
My sister.
My sister.
All right. It's about Sam.
Okay.
Um,
Do you know the things he does to your sister, bro?
yes, he knows. I've told him.
Mlotshwa.
Okay.
Ah,
I sing I love. But
Mara
now,
le, mara.
what I'm trying to say is,
I'll take your floor. I'll take it.
He does things to your sister.
what I'm trying to say, mangithi indoda yimi.
Sure.
Because akuna enye indoda engiyibona kukuthi izo understanda mina.
Fact.
Yeah.
I understand me. Ngiyakubona uyindoda ngoba uyi-out. Izinto zenzayo might be better than abanye abantu or maybe me. But that doesn't mean ukuthi uyindoda edlula mina.
Yeah.
So if ngaqala ngiyi-out and tell myself ukuthi ubudoda bam abube ngendlela ethize, especially when it comes to sikhuluma ngabo mama, you know, relationships and all that. Ubudoda bam abube ngendlela ethize.
Yeah.
Bufocus kuleyo nto leyo. And make sure ukuthi at the end of the day akubi nento ezomosha umama. I'm done. Because tomorrow lento engiyenzayo wena ungayibona incane idom but imedi yami ibone right.
Where do you get that confidence to be able to say, indoda is me, I am indoda?
Hey ukushayeka Brian. You learn.
Pain.
Yeah. uthe earlier on ukuthi i-out ehlala ekhoneni ingaba i-boyfriend or i-husband yomuntu ogrand osipanayo. I wanted to say something but now benginibona nimatasatasa. Chief, ungahlala ekhoneni zithu into ekufanele ube nazo or onazo. In fact, one of the two. It's either uhlala ekhoneni uyinto nje la mlibe
Alcohol.
yeah akuna next ehambayo ku or uhlala ekhoneni but you learn from people like you. You understand? Uhleli ubukela i-podcast so uhleli you discuss things nabanye abantu. Unfortunately ichankura lingeni kuwe. But you're a better man than ibari evuke ekuseni espanini. When
Who's
it
not
comes
downloading
to
information.
when it comes to relationships,
Oh,
you are
gosh.
unfortunately you're not a better man because awubonakala uphethe briefcase
Sure.
usemotweni. And there's a woman who will see your qualities and your skills and whatever and take you out of that situation. But khona umama ongakuthatha uyilutho uloku buhlaba uyihleleli nje kuphela.
Mina, my fear.
You
just
get
to
what I'm
add,
trying to say.
Because we grew up being told, ukuthi, a woman who works at, excuse me, not throwing shade, KFC,
Yeah.
can be saved by a billionaire.
Yeah.
You know, so you look at the Bill Gates example,
Yeah.
he ended up marrying an intern or whatever. There's many examples of
Yeah.
women that were taken from here,
Level 1 to
elevated.
100.
And now it comes across as if it's like 2026, like there's an inverse of that. Because there's so many stories of the man who had nothing. Yeah, when he's the one that's mopping the floors, and then the owner of the franchise then comes and says, I'm gonna make you something. And that's why now there's the laws, you can take a woman's surname, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about the psychological effects that we'll have that we might need to unpack in years to come. Where we talk about men who are feeling empty in relationships where they don't feel like they're contributing anything really outside of sex. Or do we not look at that?
We do.
Because there's a pride.
I love
in
where
being-
you went with that.
There's a pride in being saying, I'm married. It's my wife.
Yeah.
There's still that.
Yeah.
I saw it in your eyes. There's a pride in that. And there's so many of us who will not have
That pride.
that feeling.
So that's the reason I want us to go back to culture and tradition. The culture and tradition gashala was siyapuma, we conquer, we come back, and all of us have the spoils. Same mindset, but my time during apartheid had the same concept. We go out with the spoils of it, we come back, siya enjoy like What culture have we set?
I don't think we set it. I think
What traditions?
we were indoctrinated into it. I'll give you an example. So the modern, and this is not my family. My family is just weird. But outside of that, like I'll hear some of my friends, like we're just doing a little work trip, Cape Town, love trip, vacation to
Yeah.
Zanzibar. And then they're like, oh, we need a nanny who's going to stay with the kids for 3 days. And then I go,
Yeah.
like, your kids are my kids' age.
Yeah. Come, bring.
Because bring your fuckers.
Yeah.
Bring your fuckers with my fuckers. Let them fuck around together.
Yeah.
And they no, we don't want to inconvenience you.
Hey.
How the fuck are you inconveniencing me?
Sakula ka auntie tin.
Like bring, and then you start realizing it's the system that's created an individualistic. I can do everything by myself. See, now we left for 2 weeks. Coco handled what they handled.
Yeah.
We don't have to stress ourselves with nothing. But I know for a fact, living in a cold place like a Johannesburg or Pretoria or Durban, Cape Town, you're isolated.
Isolated, yeah.
And it becomes that. So that's of we going to the mines. Song is like hostel.
Yeah.
Sakhuluma saxoxa siyabona sakhulisa da 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 da. Ayisekho leyo nto because when uhlala in this area, I stay in that area. This utheni what you guys do under the tree?
Inkundla.
Inkundla under the tree. Ayisekho.
Yeah.
As a matter, I said
Correct.
it happened in the hostel, it happened Ushaka Senza corner,
go.
it happened we isolated. Every man is by himself. And so it makes it that much tougher.
Well, exactly what you're saying is the reason why we find ourselves saying let's redefine manhood. Is because in every single era, Amato Takona had to redefine it towards that era.
Yeah.
And we haven't done that yet. So that's why we're saying we're plugging all Sisbetu that have gone to the next level into an old system and they're not fitting. And now they're trying to plug us into their system when we're not fitting, because we're still stuck on this. Because if we still keep to the same law, tradition, and culture, and we don't adjust that, we're going to find men who are going to, they continually take their lives, because we're defining indoda ngemali, and it's becoming a scarce commodity amongst amadoda. And it's systematic, because Amapuni knew what they were doing.
Of course.
So turning the black home upside down.
And it did a phenomenal job.
And I always say, that was a phenomenal
greatest,
job. Well done.
Fatherhood.
Yay.
Brilliant. What the greatest thinker of our time. It'll come a point where we sit and we think about Fatherhood as one of the greatest minds ever. What he did with apartheid is phenomenal. It's second to nothing.
You might hate what it did to black people, but when you think of
we still judge each other on the skin tone.
Correct.
Our sisters are still putting on the weeds. Slelana as 5 black men calling us gays.
Correct.
He's one, bro.
We need. Where he's sitting, he must be doing enough.
A little.
Your second language, Afrikaans. They were one South Africa.
Say me now.
It's crazy.
So, and just that on its own hits us, because traditionally there are certain things that we do as amadoda, as black men, and we need to adjust that. And I think we need to go back and say, culturally, what needs to be upgraded? We haven't done any upgrades to our culture, because isn't it that we manually did, we no longer have to. And we are now forcing boys to, or weighing them against the manual thing, which is now normal to do with technology. So we need to then re-look at the culture here, to the tradition, and upgrade. Because kukhona izinto ezisele lapho. Munna ki, indoda yi, that oppress you whether unemali or unayo. So there's certain things that we need to then go back and adjust there. And the definition of manhood changes based on that. Is that you might change it, Mlotshwa, and say, this is what indoda is in my household. So your manhood is not fitting into our bracket.
Into that mold, yeah.
And what happens then is that we create an isolation. Because so come once a year. And it becomes easier.
Yeah, as you speak, I'm sticking to it, man. We need to redefine it, and it's culture has always evolved. Remember what culture is. There was an issue, we solved it, that becomes culture. That's what culture is. It wasn't a thing of some guy wakes up, he's like, I spoke to God and God said this. It was never that. And just simple things. The thing of to God. We're going to go to Come to God. How for this? They're going to go to So, just to give a few examples, just so people understand what I mean, that there was a problem, it had to be solved, and then becomes culture. Simple things. Back in the day, Buloyi was a big thing. Buloyi, I don't know, Buloyi in Gazulu.
Lawyer.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
Buloyi, this is
lawyer is there.
Buloyi, okay, sharp. It was a major.
Do you want us to edit you out? No, but we don't know. This is $1 million face. You need to get it.
So I just want to raise just 2-3 things so that we understand that it was to solve something. Simple thing. This thing of a man must eat first. Chief, there was a point where Buloyi was rife. Like it was part of culture. If a household didn't have someone no lawyer, it was an issue. No protector modes, no teladilo.
Correct.
The thing was, rather the man if we're via, we know the mother can carry the lineage because she has kids and she will take care of them, whereas a man wouldn't take care of them.
Or it's a matter of eat quickly, go protect us.
Exactly.
Because I know when I was at home, when I was doing the mowing the lawn, kwaphakelwa mina kuqala.
Qala.
So that I
Faith
can
and out.
so that I can eat out
Awubuyele.
back to the side. Yeah.
But
Correct.
the source of it, I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
is that this was an issue in society.
Yeah.
So the men had to eat first. Because we're not sure. If Bagapolisa made it, then society does not carry through. Because
Correct.
women are the ones that actually carry society.
Correct.
You know, the line.
Correct.
You know, so then the man eating first then becomes culture.
And then it's traditional.
Yeah, that's tradition. No, a man must eat first. No, but we're in 2026. What if the child is more hungry or your father? So men now stuck with the man must eat first, and now you're fighting there in your relationship because you don't know the base of where that thing comes
Where it comes from, yeah. Yeah.
Another simple example. The reason why someone passes away, the body comes day before. There was a point where it was introduced that no, guys, when I lead the mortuary, you guys don't have to bury people in your yard.
Yes.
You must take this person, take them far away into this fridge, and then the person must come. What ended up happening was that as the bodies were coming on the day of burial, there was an identification system. Most of the bodies that would come back was the wrong body.
Yeah.
Then they're like, no, guys.
We still have time.
Bring the body the day before so we can actually identify the body and make
if
sure
it's
it's
the
the right body. If it's a wrong body, we can do the same day,
Yes,
or it can
correct.
come the next day. Then we can,
Correct.
oh, this is the actual person. Then a body coming day before then became culture.
Akukundwe ebusuku.
Wayabona right
And it simply comes from the fact ukuthi bekungena gesi.
Exactly. Yes, yes.
Ngijaba ukukera amahotlo. So akundwe ebusuku. You know, ungacela ishukela ebusuku or itswayi. It was simply because these two powders they look the same. So ngakunika ishukela ngicanga ukuthi
And those things
ngitswayi.
then become culture. You know, if you look at the traditional attire you wear as Sotho people, Sanamarena, the blanket and part of the hat as well. Even Litoisi in the Tswana culture. Those were gifts from England to the kings in South Africa.
Yeah.
Now that becomes culture when you can't get Mendo Sapara Litoisi. And I'm like, hey, chief, where does this thing come from? And most parents don't even know. I mean, you can't believe that. But those things then become culture.
Correct.
But once you teach them and say, guys, it's 2026. This thing is from Mlotshwa, chief. And it was a gift for him. Then he made it culture. Culture then needs to evolve. And once culture evolves, some definitions need to then change.
Correct.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
This is my pushback. Because again, we're talking, and I want to go to what I deem. And just for clarity, I'm not saying how much is looking at weak men, because they might have
100%, yeah,
they might fuck it up. Because
No.
there's weak men right across the spectrum.
Right across.
We're just talking from a financial.
Strong.
Yeah.
Ngidana ngihlale eRandburg promo yabona
Sokushaya
ningi onenkinga ngikhona kangidm ngizoza kuwena. No, I want it to be clear because sometimes people can misunderstand and
Excuse me.
we know that there's wealth in rural, there's wealth in Lokshin, there's
most
wealth in,
def.
there's poverty in all the areas. My pushback when I
there's
talk about
poverty in all
people,
areas.
there's poverty everywhere. My pushback is with all Shaka Basenza Kona when they defined manhood, who was it who was defining it? Was it the guys who were at the bottom of the totem, or was it the strong warriors?
The strong warriors.
It was the strong warriors. Now we flip and we say during his Katse Kulbetu going to work in the mines. Who was defining what manhood was? Was it the little faggoty tiddlywinks, or was it the strong men?
strong men.
Now we go back into 2026. Who's going to define? Because we keep saying let's redefine manhood. Who's going to define it? The guys who are financially strong, who can provide, who can protect, who can be present fathers. Who's going to define? Is it the strong, or is it the weak?
But everything will
Man,
always
I'm
be...
X.
Uyakhumbula sikhuluma earlier on.
The X?
Oh, uyakhumbula sikhuluma earlier on ne?
Sure.
About ikhathe ingafani.
Yes.
Ne? I always look at that because inkinga iba yi-one ukuthi right now I don't think ukuthi it's easy for anybody to define ukuthi indoda yini.
Okay.
Reason being sisaxakekile between the three.
Okay.
80s, 90s, 2000. Sengikhuluma ngale nto besikhuluma earlier on. I think i-problem yethu ukuthi iningi le problem yethu ye problem yabantu abaningi is that we are looking at things based on our fathers situations, lifestyle. Siku 2026 now. We are not our fathers. We are not our great-grandfathers. We have our own situation as ifacile. Uthi earlier on uthi ubani ozothi indoda yini right now. We will still face a situation whereby sisafaniswa nabo baba bethu, but yet bafuna into ezi different compared to abo mama bethu.
I'm not fighting. I'm just trying to. Who defines that having nose rings, painted nails, is okay for men? I don't think it's the weak men that define it.
It's the strong ones
I'm
that are
telling
able,
you for free. If you're an unemployed guy who has no line, who stays in his mom's basement,
I'll define it next.
with no confidence, can't articulate yourself.
Siyakutshela.
You do the painted nails and the nose ring. Usenje.
But I mean, not itself, we don't actually define it in ourselves.
No, but I'm saying
Because the world we're in has already defined it.
Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
Dr. Jordan
Capitalism,
Peterson,
chief.
they've defined
Defined
it,
it.
and for us that. So I agree, Uguti, for us to help as a Black South African collective of men, we need to redefine it so that even
Yeah.
we can protect even the weakest one of us.
Correct.
Because the chain is
Correct.
Is that's the definition of the
100%.
strength of a chain. However, that guy, unfortunately, cannot define it.
But what I love about even ngesikhathi saka-Shaka, even that guy who couldn't define it was given inkomo and a piece of land because
He's a man.
ubudoda bakho uyindoda.
Your existence.
Your existence
Yeah.
is so important because uyindoda, and I have to forcefully instill it in you. Nazi inkomo nangumama.
Yes.
Nakakela this portion of land. You can't get as much as Penson because he's a grade man.
Yeah.
But na ipisi.
I love that.
Nah.
8th grade.
Whereas,
So,
yeah, okay, yeah.
whereas
Debs are C minus.
Dear great.
and we have to come to the uncomfortable reality that Bako no D.
Yeah.
And a D grade man has to back up the A grade man to say niyamuza ngisho bosses nimzwile ngisho nimzwile lo. Yeah, he's my daughter.
And even the women back then appreciated the D grade man.
They even appreciated him
They
because
respect.
uyindoda le.
Yeah.
So even within us, we need to
Yes,
protect the D grade man.
The challenge that we have in 2026 is that we feel, you spoke about technology and assisting and whatever, we feel like we don't need the D grade man anymore.
And you know where it comes from?
Yeah.
It comes from a situation where we've had to fight for everything. We've had to fight for land. We had to fight for what the meaning of this black skin.
But maybe a D grade, I'm saying maybe D grade before was like, let's say a guy who comes and washes a car, as an example. I'm not, please. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, the social media. Mfethu.
So maybe that was the case of what a D grade man is,
Yeah.
let's just say. But now I can take it to those automated car washes where they wash it automatically. So I don't need that guy.
But that D grade man back new ebusuku ekas.
Uye, babiza.
Yes, I get in
Yeah.
certain spaces with that's need, but I'm saying with this
No, a lot of spaces in the hood. They need that D grade man.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going up the structures, and let's say the elitist man who stays in Houghton, yena akadingi ukuphuma ngaphandle shaya ifleet, vela machita what yabona, yena he's in a different space, so I'm just trying to understand why as a collective we've stopped teen as a machita giving inkomo eziyi-5 and land to those guys
because the
we see
pyramid,
them.
the pyramid, Yabo Fatherhood said, lana kuncane la. Whereas in our African pyramid, it's the other way around.
Upside down, yeah.
So sibaningi la phezulu, and let's take care of laba because bancane that they don't have.
But yeah.
So they flipped it upside down. And when you flip it like this, everybody wants to be a Motsepe. Everybody wants to be a Robert Kumete. But that passage to get through is inane.
And even just so that people understand, even if we flip it, it might not be flip a pyramid upside down. Might not be the numbers, but in terms of what it takes to get you to go.
Yes.
What it takes to get Mutsipe to go in a month might be billions. What it takes to Ipare Konin might take $100.
But another thing though is that
We grow in numbers, Askis. We grow in numbers.
Yeah.
We don't grow
decrease,
in
we
numbers.
squeeze.
We need to squeeze
So
everyone.
that's what
Yeah,
he's
the
trying
current
to
space,
say.
100%.
Ukuthi,
When it's upside down.
Sibaningi, but we grow in
Yes.
numbers.
Yes.
Kahle,
Yes.
until we
upside
reach.
down pyramid. That's
Yeah.
where
yeah, but the other thing is that's why I always say a man must have a superpower.
Yes.
You know, Bram, when you've got that one skill.
Yes.
I found it. Even when things hit you, like at least there's something that hits me. My superpower, right? Yeah, Ugzama.
So I have a question.
No, but before Canada, I just want to make a point because I'm covered with a joke. So before Canada, so
Sure.
you know what it is that you know that even if you're in the hood and you've got a superpower, I know Masim. The issue with the guys, most of them don't have a superpower.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He can't even paint. Do you know what
I said at work last year?
The issue is that they have nothing.
Yes.
I said at work, Guti, some of you guys can be on leave for a month and we won't feel you.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
And there's people in the same space when they
Take
leave
a day.
early. When they leave early.
Yeah. Yo, upu ban.
Yes, and you send an email and it doesn't just. There's people saying where you are big.
Asa upu ban.
And I was like, the superpower.
Yeah.
You have no
Yeah.
fucking
And that
value
person
add.
is useful. The one problem when you're not useful in a household, you're in trouble.
You are useless.
And that's the problem with Machida Blamango Kone, is that a lady can't even trace one thing that you're good at. That's a problem. She must locate or no, man. The money is good with this thing.
Yeah.
They should even be able to say, oh, maneka watsuba mara. Hey, can it tie
Garden,
it
yeah.
on? So the issue is that,
Yeah.
in fact, you must strive just for that one thing. You have to, bro.
I mean, I remember I shouted, I used to live with this one boy. My mom opened up the home, this guy came. And I'd say, Chief, I could go Eldina Komund. We couldn't see if you were there because so I used to say fethi yazi yenze njani awushaya ugezi zitsha sibuye sekuclean mase uyahamba uyochela namachita like uzovuka ngo8 because awunaplan ngo10 usuqedile ukushaya amachos clean ugezi zitsha ubeke nje ipapa khona ubonye ishebo quick beka ipapa keep it right pack ubeke kanjena sina sobona but at least kube khona is something
Sibona ukuthi
useful.
ukhona lo muntu.
because masibuya thina and the day you aren't there yasibona ngani
Chaos.
asiqele phansi kubekwe ipapa defrost we-bright
That's what we're missing.
You need to be useful.
A factor.
Dude, you need to be useful. But someone must be like, there's one of that thing. And the thing is that now, if you can define manhood, redefine it, and you're looking at the A guy as a thing of I must make money, whatnot.
Yeah.
At least have that thing to say, I'm here. And say, guys, my car, they actually,
It's a different ecosystem.
We can't even put them in this equation.
Totally.
They are the strongest,
Yeah.
in my view.
Yeah.
So once if you're not useful in society, you become a problem to society. And
Umthwalo.
most exactly.
Exactly. And
there.
as soon as uba indoda yomthwalo, kumele uthwalwe abafazi. Because the A grade men
you
can't
fight.
carry you because they're already carrying the community.
Yeah, then you fight.
And that's where the issue comes in, is that lento eyumthwalo le.
We did that show on Fretum Twale. Exactly that. Exactly that, yeah.
It's not an issue to the A grade men. They don't have to carry you. They're already carrying the women. They won't carry you.
Yeah.
Umthwalo, and because usinda labafazi. Because bathwelwe nabo.
How useful
Now
yeah.
in that even ekuthwalweni babo, now they must carry you as well as a man. So my question that I wanted to pose to you all is, in us defining this manhood, how do we define our sexuality as a ma-out?
Kanjani?
Not even that. Sorry.
No, clarity. No, I'm not trying to. I don't know. Sorry, no. Welcome out. No,
The reason why I'm asking this is
you're so fucking toxic.
I was speaking to
Better people
grown
to record with. Yes.
and they were explaining to me ukuthi the term ubufebe is not referring to a male, and I argued the point, and I eventually got so frustrated in arguing this point. Is ukuthi in their view, indoda could sleep around.
Well, from their traditional
View.
upbringing and view, yeah. Ayikho indoda vele isifebe traditionally. Indoda iyisoka.
Yeah. And they were saying,
Yeah.
the reason why ubufebe falls upon the woman is that she's a seed carrier.
Yes.
You know, lock evula enye nenye key are useless.
Yeah.
You know,
Useless lock.
useless.
Yeah. And a key that opens all the master key. Yeah.
Yeah, born.
Yeah.
So how do we redefine this for ourselves? Because are we saying that traditionalistic thinking and ideology still applies today, Guti?
Okay.
I can unlock any key lock there because I'm a master key, or do we redefine it and say, na kya timana kang kaos? Sharper A grade.
Can I be vulnerable?
Yeah.
In your spaces, there's no A grade.
and
You
I'll
can't
save-
say
and I'll-
Oshapa A grade.
and I'll save it for the tree. I'll save it for the tree, but I just want to touch on it.
Yeah.
Guti, one of my biggest regrets was being as accessible as I've been to older women.
Shala.
Oh, I didn't know that you were doing that for me.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
like
no.
it's.
I feel you on that point.
Like
yeah.
it is when I look back, because at that
Different-
time you're beating your chest. You're like, when you think back, and you're like, I don't know, my soul ties, oh, euphonic, we're talking about spiritual,
Yeah.
what. I'm not even looking at it like that. I'm just like, Penson, like moral.
Yeah.
Like you know when they show that picture of his koropo with the big holes and this is the woman, what.
Correct.
Like I laugh and I joke and I was like, that's me.
That's you. Yeah.
Can I be vulnerable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makhali. Zokhaka.
Zokhaka.
Ngizokhaka.
Osuna Pantaner.
Ngizokhaka. It's a consciousness.
Going back to exactly the accessibility, the overly accessible nature of that young youthful guy. I look back
And
now,
not so young.
and not so young, you know, whatever the case was. It's due to validation.
Fact.
Only one person whose validation I needed, and I didn't hear that she gave it, but not my way, Uma. So I looked for her in everyone else.
So I have been single since let's say from 2020, let's say 2004. I've probably been from 2004. I've probably been single for altogether for less than a month. From 2004 to 2026, but singing. Could I let us single for 5 years, 10 years? I was only single for put together and I push among it a month because you're so desperate for love. So whoever gives you that affection, that chance.
Yeah.
So if they give me the
Correct.
the sternliness, the direction, and the guidance, like my mom, we're in a relationship.
Correct.
If they give me the physical validation, I smash.
100%. And the crazy part is, your mom was giving you that validation.
Yeah.
You were just not understanding it in how you thought you should give it.
Of course.
And now that I look back, I treated her gambi.
Ne?
In certain spaces. I was very rude and I was very painful to her because I couldn't understand
So,
her love language.
Earlier we spoke about the trip that I just come back from.
Yeah.
It's now at this age, and thank the Lord,
She's still alive.
She's still alive.
Yeah.
Where I get to, it's just the wrong word to pay back. It's the wrong word. But I get to show
A little bit.
at 0.5% of like gratitude, because at that time, fuck, I was a dick.
Yeah.
Yes, I was like, especially once I got like a little bit older, because I was just like,
Yeah, okay.
I was like, and I used to say,
Yeah.
yes, I used to say, Chief, one again, I'm in like guy.
Yeah.
And now she's trying to guide me.
Yeah.
She's trying to say, don't do this.
Don't do that. Don't do this.
Watch out. That's not good for you. That's not good.
Yambona umngani wakho, yeah. Ayikho grand.
When someone's a bangani.
Later on, Utebo was like, oh, snap. Man, ngoba you were rude back then.
Yeah.
Ngaye. You can't go back and say, hey, we were right about the days.
Yeah, but
that's
at
what
the
I
same time, I was rude to an extent because already still had a
Hand.
backhand.
Yeah.
Even at my grown
Yeah.
age, you know,
Opinda.
if I do something to my kids, she goes, le ngane odlala ngazo, and I go, hey Sam, me say asondele, me say,
Yeah.
because she's still got that chameleon backhand.
Correct. Shyless fuba lesuzo. Sorry ma.
Ube na-9. Abekushaya kabithi, "Thobe ngiyakhuluma ulaleli." Even ube na-9.
So for me now,
TV ngilalele.
Uma was not physical. Never been very physical. she's physical once or twice, and then she realized, actually,
Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was my mom.
My mom
The
does
rock. When you got
something.
people, she's giving the people's albums.
Yeah. My mom does something that still hurts me till today.
I know that. That look.
Passive aggressive.
Fit, athi tu.
That is a
Ayihlalele khoneni yakhe.
that is a
Ungene.
cold blade
Sawubona ma.
on the throat.
No, that thing hurts, eh?
Mfethu, so when women do it to me in relationships, it triggers that. And I can't exactly say to you, utrigara enyinto ya olady.
I said.
Because when you sit in your corner and you become quiet, I appreciate me in a way big it same fun. This thing of you coming home at 3, I don't appreciate it. Then ngichazela ukuthi lokhu udla okudlayo ile 3 a.m. coming home because ngithopa amabhodlela after abantu sebadakiwe, and that's what I go take escalane or whatever the case is, and sidla yona. But when you keep quiet and you go, I can't now come and explain because I don't know what to quiet because of the 3 a.m. or other things. Or so ngicala iphi because I might now be rattling the snake, pardon code. And I think that's what a lot of guys are now quiet about in. I now understand why what time ababaya bathulile. It's because now
They're scared of
rattling this, shaking the snake because ke khotla ka mara mkoti. And bezophuma la.
do you know one of the things that we've debated? Let me use that word. When I talk about a woman's past and knowing everything, I want to know everything. Penson, you're so controlling. Some things don't need you. Just 10 years ago, I want to know everything.
Yeah.
Because of that trauma.
Yes.
Because you grew up. Because I'm a hyper aware person. I'm that person that even in my sleep, Trevor Noah speaks about this.
Yeah.
How you can hear with you can hear with how he opens the door, closes the door, what the temperament is. It can be 2 a.m. If the door is closed, everybody has to get up. Doesn't matter. So you learn those things.
Yeah.
So you learn what omissions, lies, deceit from a very young age. So when you get it in a very intimate space. So if I say to you, have you had 5 guys running a train on you? I would, for my inner child, you say, yes, 5 guys have run a train on me. Yeah. Versus me finding out what you kissed my friend with Ebza 2 years down the line.
Yeah.
That betrayal of my trust, what you and Debza kissed before me, before me. So you weren't cheating on me.
Yeah.
I would rather the train, but you are upfront and you told me because you are saying, I'm open and honest, trust me.
Yeah.
Versus someone who's saying, I'm a liar. Because if you can lie about Debza kissing, what else can you lie about?
The difference is the nature in you. Eyop Tabako takes that and uses it as a grounding force. You're asking from a supporting space. A woman will ask the very same question from an attacking space. I now have ammunition.
It's how do we deal? You say to me, let's go for a run. My next question is how far?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing a 10K.
Okay.
I would rather you tell me that we're doing a 10K than you hide that we're doing a 3.
Yeah.
Because I can't process that.
100%.
I can't build to that. I can't try and plan to that.
You see, Sisbetu don't understand that the male mind, we have to step out of our male mind to be able to be evil. You have to be.
Okay.
Because ingqondo yakho has been pre-programmed. As intwana, you see time alako, doing this, omalume doing this, you now have it in your mind ukuthi lezi zagiti, ingane zagiti, labochir, I must protect them. Lezi bagiti, sine 5 rand, tingibathengele ama-sweeties, ngibasherele. So you grow up and you bring this into a relationship and you go, I need to take care of this one. Let me find out everything about her, so I know which elements. So that utebza bageza swenkela ngosindi, ngishaya backseat. I've disarmed him. He goes, perfect. Oh, he has low. It no longer is a weapon against me.
Yeah. And a weapon against me is a weapon against a family.
Correct.
Yeah.
So now I know how to defend her good Debza. So as he's saying, oh, swenkela ngosini, phela ukuthi wena umshaye kulo pholo yakho kudala eready yakho mla akusho lutho mfana akusese wena usindile wakho. Maybe ikhehle kudala but sengimenza umfazi. there's a respect I've planted in him. Ngale me. Oh, le out years. And you
And you
can't
blindside me, though.
You can't blindside
You can't blindside me.
But Imedi will go, bam approach, but she won't swenkela ngawandile. No muntu bekade silala anytime, you know. She goes, akulungile. Fine. She comes back and she doesn't say, I defended you. She says, yeah, ifebe zakho zithi kimi.
Yeah.
Now, I now have the opposition estradin and Nindley.
Lastly, Gunlu. Watula.
And now shut down.
Yeah, you shut down.
The one that was meant to stand up for me is my opposition now.
But I do think though, men are not taught to communicate.
Yeah.
Because then we're going back to this conversation a lot. That men in 2026 define manhood from the men in even the men in 1884.
Yeah.
They still stick to that provision and whatnot. And that man didn't have to communicate. It's in a sense of he provided, I want food, I want sex. I don't have to talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't really have to.
But yes, I love that you said in 2026 because Gary V talks about this. Jordan Peterson talks about this. The articulate man is a scary man. And if we go, forget 2026, we go. Let's go into the early World War I or Churchill. Those were men who were able to articulate what they wanted to say. And they were, if you ever listen to the dubbed version in English of Adolf Hitler and how emotive his speeches were and how he got the people going, you start realizing, this then becomes the weapon. You know, there's this exercise that my brother loves doing where with the kids, when all the kids are there, he makes them stand up one by one and he asks them questions.
Yeah.
You know, and
the adults did that when we were at the house.
Yeah, he loves it. So I used to do it. I used to be a teacher. So I used to do that with my kids in my class.
Yeah.
I used to make them stand and I used to ask them the most silliest question. I knew I'd go to a black boy and I'd say, okay, stand up when Mandla, tell me why Nelson Mandela was bad for the country. Now you're saying this to a 13-year-old, he panics and he freezes. By the time he gets to the end of the year and you do this often, once a month, whatever, he now knows. Tell me why dinosaurs never existed. You go from every extreme, most simplest, dumbest, useless, and you start realizing that they're able to think, process very quickly. I'm going to go segue. I'm going to come back. So there's a post of an interview that Casper Nyovest had where he spoke about Guti. He doesn't like this of podcasters because a lot of people shouldn't have a mic in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I beg to
a lot of people shouldn't be artists as well then.
So I was saying, and I commented and he responded.
Fill up,
and
no
he
dome.
Some people are not talented as who cares, but some don't have that right. So you must all exist.
Yes.
Fortunately.
And I'm saying I should
all
not. So
exist.
I said there was a time where hip hop wasn't music, and he responded, and he was very cordial in the response and the like. But anyway, again, we need this.
Shaktanda Casper.
Yes.
That's a
apply.
fact.
No. We need this.
Yeah.
We need this because a lot of those guys who don't know, because I think we're getting compared to like radio, where radio, it's a job, you broadcast, you learn how to. This is raw, uncut.
Yeah.
It's literally us with the phone talking. No one's taught you how to segue into this and how to move into it. We don't know. And I'm like, this is perfect because it's in the khutla of Amachita.
Correct.
Excuse me. Saying the clumsiest things. First video, by the 20th video, okay, you're a lot better. By the 100th video, you've got this.
Smooth.
Same with hip hop.
Correct.
Casper came through, ponytail, we're like, okay.
Yeah.
And it comes through now, we go, wow, this guy can fill up stadiums. Yeah. And it speaks to the molding and the changing and the definition of how we view a space and how we view masculinity and how we're saying, how do we come together as Amachinta? And I think this in this digital age, this podcasting thing will work.
When you're saying it's a segue, we want to come back to what I was saying.
I forgot what I wanted to talk about. I'm trying to think. He was talking about his mom, and then my mom, and then the backhand. I forgot.
I'll go back to this.
Okay, cool.
Go.
No, hit.
No,
okay, cool.
No, you were a guest there, Chief.
So,
when were you a guest at the Harbour?
Hope up. It's coming. He's coming.
No, it's coming.
He's coming. He's coming to Obaba. He's coming to Grunkloof. He's coming.
We're
going.
Sure.
So you're telling me that we can't even bring a little bit of the nectar?
No, don't.
No,
Respect.
the nectar comes after.
Oh, you should have said.
Yeah, the nectar you can have after.
Post
but
5 o'clock.
you can have nectar after.
From 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Oh, Chief, I don't drink very. I had my first drink of the week here. Not of the week, I'm lying. I had
Yeah, I
one
was
of
about to
clients.
say you're lying.
No, outside of clients. I had clients Wednesday, so I had a couple of drinks, but then
All right. Yes.
So the quietness that we see in the home is that man's mind seeking peace, Ekai. That's how much men are willing to sacrifice for peace. Himself.
shut down.
Shut down. Hurt on your own. And until I experience this, you got it. And until I experience that shutdown where you had to just keep quiet. Basadi don't have that. They have a trip switch where if the piece needs to go, let the switch go. Agnata unali your biggest date, your first date where I don't care. I was off.
I've experienced
You know what's crazy with what you guys are saying? I think I'm lucky, man. Eh?
Yeah. There are those women who've mastered hore. Like a woman who grew up peace is more important to her than rubbish.
Yeah.
So lalela Penson, find yourself. Marang hambi nangla. But akbe nokthula. Angifuni umsindo.
lento zenza ungazilethela.
Ngazileta ekhaya. Zenze lapho.
Marka,
Ngazileta.
you relax.
It's the woman that doesn't care about the trip switch, whose husband feels nothing when he's doing those things. It's as if you are willing to trip that thing, yam.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's
But it happens both based on the maturity and the stage that the man is in. Like for a lot of us, when you hear Usisenti, do what you need to do, for a lot of us, it's almost like she's giving us permission.
Yeah.
So and then for some of us that actually have a conscience and are mature enough, go, the fuck am I doing?
Who told
You
you?
know?
Yeah.
Because I know when a lady says to me, in my mind of my insecurities, I go, we should now contain that. Not feel what's happening. Now you're dealing in that whole fucking mental thing.
And I think that's why,
The link between the podcast was the rattling of feathers.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I love the fact that it's coming up at such a, because there's thousands of podcasts is popping up, thousands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but the fact that the broadcasters, the celebrities, the big names, the the guys that have been on TV, on radio, feeling a type of way, that's great. Because it's shaking it up. The fact that you have so many women saying, oh, another man with the mic, oh, now we must listen to it.
That's good.
Yeah. It's shaking shit up.
Correct.
You know, and after a time, it's going to settle, but it's going to change your mindset.
Correct.
I need to go to us.
You know,
I'm ask for a huge favor.
Shomdon.
Please can you make space? Thank you so much. Thank you.
But manje mawuvaya phela manje.
Hey.
Muna you need to say something ngari kya mixa.
Yeah, you must chat. Tell us about
So, yeah, you were saying. I'm listening.
No, I'm trying to figure out the point that I want to make is that we have a lot of people that are adults from a physical perspective, but inside
Bad.
it's they're kids. And I'm trying to figure out how do you solve that? Because and I think that most people make decisions because of how society is moving.
Yeah.
So you want to get married because of people your age are getting married. But have you dealt with self?
Am I ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so I feel like people just move and you just carry on, but without actually dealing with self. What is it that you are seeing in your space that speaks to men not dealing with self? Because we can sit here all day and blame women.
Yeah.
And there are some things that women have done. We know it. But what is it that you're seeing that men are not dealing with for themselves?
I think Ma'auti haven't dealt with. If you don't know the type of women then they're all your types. And every woman has a bum, every woman has tits. So now
every woman is a bum.
Every woman.
In Thailand, a lot of those women have no bums.
But those are she-men.
Even the woman with no tollies had no bum. It was like this. I'm a ruler.
Shrapa.
I was like, not even a little bit.
What do you guys call this in Chinese? Shrapa. So, but
when another bottle, bro. You guys finished the bottle of Brandewijn.
Wiped it. So, what I was saying is, when you don't have a standard of what you want in a woman, all women are your types.
Yes.
So
That's a fact.
And the issue now becomes
I'm
good.
tired of you talking and directing shit to me.
No.
This feels personal.
No,
It's coming,
man.
you know when someone comes with like logic and like reason, and it's just like trying to make sense. I'm like, bro, hey, can you just say something? No, that's not me.
Our issue is much.
uzothi you are a fool uzocabanga ukuthi ukhuluma ngawo
Thank you.
and akakhulumi ngawo.
He's just bringing too much. He's just bringing too much logic. Too much logic.
Our issue is we don't have it type yethu because we don't know ukuthi ngithanda into engithandisa ngabantu. So imeli engiyifunayo ngifuna ukuthi ngene nemeli ezothi bengena nayo kubukwe mina because I need the validation because the man that's inside needs this external thing to come inside, to come feel the emptiness that I feel inside. And our issue is we're taking big bums, big curves, and big titties to fill in the emptiness within ourselves because we haven't done the work internal.
No, Amar, as well. The big bums and the big titties have said no to you when you were a kid.
And now
I'm an accountant.
And I've got the money
I want
for it.
all of them.
For piping it.
Yeah.
Now you want to four pipe yonke into ezayo. So you are punishing Odineo or Mapule Overman because of Lorato that said no to you.
I could be talking about a specific province.
I would see this. So
You'd be speaking about the province about those
You know what I
guys.
mean?
Umapule, Umaria,
So ukhane ke Maria.
Ugcina.
Now ushapa the types abo Maria. Umaria manje sekamdala or bamshadile or whatever. She's not the hot Maria that you are.
But you remember her when she was 24.
24. Now what you're doing is you're going to UJ and looking for a Maria on a 24.
All over.
So Shabo Maria but I'm at 24.
Because you're trying to fill in that void.
That void. But if you had dealt with what the rejection actually did, it wasn't Maria's rejection that actually hurt. It was Utubabwako, Wak rejector. It triggered that. Ooh. So Maria hit that nerve.
Because Maria's rejection could have been like that Mark Zuckerberg where in that movie where he says we need to expand. It could be a reason why you could have doubled down on the studies.
Correct.
And now you become this great entrepreneur, businessman, whatever the case may be.
Correct. And now
so you should be thanking Maria.
So you backtrack instead. Ukuthi ngizomshaya
so much,
ngizomkhawatha.
Oh, maybe.
This is where you.
Oh, but you're just dealing with the fact that Maria said no, and you just want to make sure you want to punish a Maria
So
when you have money. I think sometimes you go too deep with these things, my favorite. Sometimes
I have a mate of mine who bought some fucking monster of a car, like airplane, drop top, what, and he meets the lady that they had a thing in high school, but it didn't work out. And then she moved on and he was always just chasing. So that's the one that got away.
Yes.
You know? So he's always been chasing varsity, whatever. And like in the earlier 30s, 6 years ago, he went to bought himself this airplane, this fucking car that looks
monster.
like a beast, top. And he goes and he sees the girl, the one, and we're back at home, and he's like, drops. And he shows the car. Ne? And the girl gets so excited. Oh, Wandile, this is your car? Such a beautiful car. Well. And she gets so excited. And she's like, can I show my kids? So she brings her kids. Can we take a picture? And she's like, oh, thank you. Anyway, I need to go. I need to take my kids to school. Bye. Great seeing you. Have a great life. We're right in there. Big smile, leaves. Breaks the guy.
Yeah. Because I was coming.
Because he was hoping for that devilish jealousy of
Yeah, I know it breaks you.
If I stayed with you, that'd be. But
I'd be this.
She was so appreciative and she was so kind.
I'm so happy for you.
Right there.
I'm so happy for you. He did everything to say to her, "Fuck you." Do you know he sold the car?
Do you see what you just proved?
It wasn't for him.
He sold
You
the
just
car.
proved that not all women want that.
Yeah.
Not all women want the fancy loud car.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, she's married and the guy is no slouch.
No, I'm just saying.
So here's the thing: we use this tool called money differently.
Correct.
Because we all use it. Some guys will go buy 1,000 rand bottle today or 2,000 rand bottle at the club.
Yeah.
You know, some of us might not appreciate that, but we'll go and we'll splurge pizzas for everybody in here. You know, and we'll get Disney Plus and we'll get Hulu and Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And so we all splurge in different things, and he used his resource for that. The husband is also very, but for him, from what I see, and I'm also on the outside looking in, when he Davazas, the family is in Mossel Bay together as a family.
Yeah.
The family is in as a family. They're going camping. So now she's valuing that. The husband could use the same money to go buy this airplane for pipe, what, but he's using it differently, and that speaks to her in the stage that she's in currently. Because if my boy went to her, maybe at 22 might have changed with this car.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he went because he only got this, let's say, at 30.
Yeah.
So he went to her at 30.
A little too late.
And it might have been 5-6 years too late.
Too late.
I read this.
Now she
I
appreciates
don't know how true this is. I read it
the
somewhere.
branches.
There's the one you're with.
Yeah.
There's the one you love. There's the one that got away.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's truth to that.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think it all speaks to so I sometimes do things that I know that 12-year-old Penson would fucking punch me in the face. You know, like sometimes with this is endlini, ne? Bought a KFC chicken, ne? And I look at the pieces that are left and I go, ugh. There's the keel, there's a little dry wing, and I go, ugh.
Yeah.
I know 12-year-old Penson at that moment would fucking do a fucking F-bomb.
Yeah.
He's done. Yeah, but and I know there's times where 12-year-old Penson will try to. I think when we talk about the one that got away, the one that loved it, I think it speaks to the different versions of you.
Of self. Yeah.
You know, because there's the current self now and the needs now.
Yeah.
And that one that got away, we don't know if she could fit into this mold of what you are trying to achieve. Because I can tell you, it's every Friday when I'm here recording, we stay sometimes till very late.
Yeah.
Talking shit, doing whatever, get home drunk, There's the one that got away. The one, they would never accept that.
Yeah.
But Oma Goglings, Okhona, njengamanje. Like, okay, correct. You forgot to. No, Debs said he had. You forgot that. Because it's the stage that I'm in right now.
You know, it's the point that you're making is so important, that the person you choose to be with in a relationship, and not say for the rest of your life, because I think that's a fairy tale. It's movie stuff, but it does work.
So rest of our lives.
That's good. No, I'm just saying, don't go into things thinking like that. I
Like
think that's
that.
why guys sometimes as well just bashama suicide, but because now you have thought of this thing, it's gonna be forever. Like I think
Hollywood.
fair to man. I think we need to balance how you feel towards someone.
Correct.
Because once you go to extreme, Abraham, you might even kill your own kids, man. Because it's like, it's not my kid. Man, so shizing isn't doesn't make sense. But going back to what you're saying, I really do think that I'm starting to find some sort of a formula when you want to fully commit. Let's say your full commitment is the marriage.
Yeah.
Or you want someone to be your life partner.
Or something, yeah.
I really do think you need to go through certain stages of dealing with self before you fully commit.
Engage there, yeah.
You need to, does this person align with your values? Number one. And the question is, how do you find that out? And I think it's going back to the people that raised you and to say, look, forget what I saw in the dining room when you guys were fine. What was happening in the bedroom when you guys were speaking? Uma old lady wenzeni? Wena wenzeni? Did you cheat on the old lady lam? Did you not cheat on the old lady lam? So that you deal with your traumas first.
Yeah.
And that the month law that you say is going to be your lifetime partner, you must do the exact same thing. But old lady, forget what I saw.
Yeah.
Tell me about the first meeting where they said Baba
it's so
cheated
key.
as a family, and you guys sat down together. What was it?
It's a hard one because your mom will, from my experience, always be your mom.
Yeah.
So she'll always try and protect. And as much as we lie and omit and tweak the truth, they do the same.
Yeah, sure.
Whether they're doing it because they're trying to protect themselves, that's also a thing. They're embarrassed, they're ashamed.
Correct.
Or they were fighting. Itama cheated, and the reality is Oleti cheated. Now you asking those hard questions, and Oleti is like, the fuck? I'm not telling this guy.
And I'm saying that is the issue. And I'm saying that is exactly the issue. Because if we want society to progress, we need to have uncomfortable conversations. The issue is that we're keeping two things safe, cool. Then you realize, is in a marriage, things are not going well. You also keep quiet as a parent. But you're mlimaza.
The problem that I've felt with us guys, especially us that come from single mother household,
Yeah.
is that we've romanticized the woman.
Way too much.
We've seen this concept of our moms were so strong, they were so loyal, they're so true, through the lens of 9-year-old Penson.
Yes.
We've never judged our mothers as women.
And giving them the grace.
Or the critique.
But the flip side,
And the critique of it,
Yes, of it. We've looked at our moms they've had the cape of being a superwoman, because our mothers could also have been hoes. Because now it's only now that these current ladies are hoes. Our mothers could have been the reasons why our dads weren't there. They could have been demonic in their own ways, and they could have, out of the trauma that we have, they could have planted those seeds.
Yeah.
They could have deliberately
punched that.
Like, I know so many women who clip their son's wings so that the son doesn't leave the nest.
Correct.
So that they have the son forever.
What you're saying is so powerful, because I had a conversation with Itai. Luckily, I had it a second. And I said to him, but why didn't you fight to stay? And your mother was so stable that I didn't know. I didn't come from a stable home. Taimalam would up and leave whenever he wanted. He was a rolling stone, Jay. And your mother gave me so much stability that I didn't know what to do with her. Angijwayelanga dayde. Jwayele oledi ukuthi sisikwata ku auntie, sisikwata la, sisikwata le, sisikwata le, sidlala ulundi, siyasuka sefrahead. So lona uthi asibhaye idladla. Freaked him out.
So nasaxwayela ledlala le stable kanjani?
It freaked him out.
Abaslice.
Have you ever seen when you're like, because we do this thing every now and again where like I'll go bring like one of my cousin's kids.
Yeah.
I see, okay, my cousin, I was like, okay, we're struggling. I say, hey, come through. And they'll come through and I'm like, okay, sharp, I'll go to Pick and Pay. What do you want to pick up? And then yabona uzokhombiza into like ufuna amaqanda oros. And then I'll sit back and I'll watch them. I'll study.
Yeah.
And you'll see Mchita. And I was like, this is yours. Do what you need. It's yours. Mchita doesn't mind Shamakanda Boma 9. A Shaw Oros. Just I message, with me. And he's like, this guy is so thirsty for this because he's never had that. And you're trying to like train him with, no. In this space, I barely Oros like it's the elixir of health.
Correct.
And I'm thinking about your father, where when I look at my nephews, and I'm talking about nephews, I'm talking about 18, 20-year-olds who are doing this, because I've never experienced that, I never understand that. So with your dad being a rolling stone in that sense, sometimes it's hard for us because your mother is your mother, so you know stability.
Correct.
Duh. Like, so how was a coco? Unstable. Oh, I don't know that. So now to relate to your Bali is so foreign
To her.
to you.
Even to me. So because I had the stability of your old lady, when he said that to me, I'm like, but wouldn't you want that?
Yeah, because
And
that's
it's
how
like-
you were raised. I was raised in a nest.
Exactly. And,
Which
and-
bird doesn't want to be raised in a nest?
Exactly. And psychology says the familiarity is
Yeah, it's the brand.
is exactly where you go first.
Yeah.
Ngijwayele ukuthi asibaleke. So angifuni ukuhlala la because this is unfamiliar. What if kubuhlungu la?
Do you know that
Ipain yala ngiyayazi.
I think about that with my kids,
Yeah.
where I'm thinking with the co-parenting on the two homes.
Yeah.
What happens if that is such a deep-rooted thing that in their relationships
They want to co-parent.
They're going to do that.
before I like you.
Yeah, but they're default almost.
It's a share. I like you. You like me? Oh, let's be in a relationship. No. Let's not be in a relationship. I just want us to co-parent.
Yes.
You carry on doing what you're doing. I carry on doing it. But I like you and I'd like to have it. Because that's a default.
You know what you
mode.
guys are saying is so hectic.
You know?
Yeah.
Can I say Skala AMAGENTS? You know what it is for me? I think shy one. Obvious. Because the space is about vulnerability.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what you guys are saying is triggering a lot of things. Because for me, my dad was never there.
Yeah.
So, and Bagaspana,
He was there. He wasn't present.
he wasn't present. Yeah.
In the 2026
Let's call it
time. Okay,
2026
Okay,
time.
cool.
2026 time.
So how I was raised was not a present father.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But when I jumped it because it was I could see, oh, your spana, magaspana. I see the results of it.
okay.
Yeah? Only now I'm older. Old lady's like, yo, your dad was never there. But I never saw what it did to your old lady.
Yeah.
Ever. Only maybe 3-4 years ago. My old lady's a ringer, young child. Just, he was never there. And maga ringa. So because now I'm old and I'm studying in Yabona,
His father wasn't there.
and them shy in front of the He was for me, and I was like, well,
Do you ever look or fear, Guti?
You are doing the same
You
thing.
might not be there.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
So for Nankana, man. Oh, Don,
And
so what I'm realizing is only now as I'm growing, like, okay, shit, I'm doing the exact same thing.
You took his work ethic.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. It's a
badge of honor. Yes.
In the home, you're not there, bro. And that's exactly what I'm doing. It hit me maybe a month ago. I'm like, shit. You know, the more you run away from the pains of your parents, the more you become those things.
Let me show you something. Sorry to interject. Let me show you something. Think about one illness that mom has. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Think about one illness that Timer has. Got it? Do you have any of the two?
I got both.
Yeah, no.
Hard even.
No.
Rooted in it.
So that's how much impact that has taken onto you.
So I've done the extreme. So see what he's done. I've created my life in such a way that I'm always there.
Yeah.
So if you think of anything to do with dads and what, I'll be there with the moms. I was class mom. Mako, mama, when they have the teas and what, him. Because I'm trying to, he already leaves 5:45, comes back home 7. Already is never at home. Yeah, one. And there's things that needed he already. As in Tuana, because that's not timer. So already has to be there. Aliko. Sports games.
Again.
Aliko. So I'm that timer who's at practice. Practice? I'm my power rate. Hey, Joshua. Hey, well done, Koze. Hey, Sibo. Hey, Jean Ping Ping. Hey. I'm that dad to try and overcompensate my own child trauma. You know, to a point where on Wednesday, I say to my boys, can't remember what I was doing. I was on the laptop. I'm like, Chief, guys, I'm working. Like they said, bang for something in a song. I'm like, guys, I'm working. And it just happened for some reason that I'm lying on the bed while I'm typing. So I'm lying on the bed. And they go, but you don't work. And I go, motherfucker. What am I planting in them? Because I'm always there.
You see,
and
because I've gone the extreme opposite.
And I'm doing the exact
same thing.
So mina endlini, I'm like, no, but milling span. They're like, no, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not happening because you're not there. Because a relationship is built on presence as well. Young John,
it's part of it. Yeah,
it's part of it. Like in fact, presence.
I must be there.
The love language of Imedi is
quality time.
Something as long as ula. Young John. And I'm like, no, but I never saw any of those things. I saw men leave 5 a.m. also be on 11.
Yeah.
The fact that a lot of my time is free, I've realized Guti with the ex and the current,
that you have time,
bro. When they get ready, they get so annoyed.
Yeah.
And then I come back, and when they come back, the same thing. It triggers them.
You know
what annoys my
Yeah.
kids? The fact that they see me just putting on his tie and he's looking at me, and I'm like, and they go, what type of man? what type of man is sleeping while us boys are getting ready for school?
One mistake that we do as parents, and it's a fundamental mistake, and I think all of us do it, is we speak to our kids, we treat our kids in our love language, not theirs. So you think being at that sports ground means the world to those boys. It actually means the world to little Penson.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because the only guy that's satisfied when you walk away from the field is the inner boy who needed wabwake at that field side.
Can I tell you what it is?
Yeah.
I played A-team sport my whole life.
Yeah.
So when my boys play D's, I'm just as excited. Hey. Because I needed someone to say, because for me, the only validation is if I'm in the A-team and I'm the top scorer. So then I can get validation from the coach. And I'm not getting it anywhere else.
Yeah.
So if I don't make A-team, what's wrong with you? It was so much judgment. So now little Penson was like, what happens if I'm not good? So I used to, if ever I was not good at something, I didn't try it.
Yeah.
I didn't play it because I'm not going to be good at it.
Yeah.
So I'm never going to get the love and the validation. But with my boys, I'm like, play the double bass, be in the DT, do
Whatever it
everything,
is,
whatever.
Yeah.
And because I know I will be there. Oh, but we're performing at Pretoria. It's a 5-minute thing. They're doing happy birthday for whatever. Guess who's there taking? I'm there.
And little Penson is
Little
going.
Penson is.
Yeah, what time?
Someone is there.
Yeah.
Lapo bona, they're going.
He's here again.
But they'll remember.
Maybe.
Exactly.
No,
Maybe.
There's a maybe.
We form traumas.
Maybe.
We formulate. You hit it.
maybe.
You
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it perfectly.
Maybe.
It's
Mara-
my love language
Yes.
projected.
But also, it could be their love language as well. I'm saying.
It could be.
It could
What
be.
is-
It could be
what-
that as well.
sometimes-
Sometimes you go extreme, not forgetting that it also could be.
Yeah.
That's Tamlam Belda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was saying because they had rugby trials a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, Chief, don't come to trials. I was like, eh? But I'm there. You know, I must give you the game plan, give you the strategy. It's like,
Don't go.
don't come. They say those things every now and again. It hurts as
hurts.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like no joke. Like they've got in. He goes,
Because you're dealing with self.
because now it's little me rejecting the me that.
Correct.
how do you get-
Correct.
How do you get to a point where you're dealing with the young person? Like, how do you? I'll tell you, I did it once, and I think it was one of the best decisions.
Get to the point where with your child where you buy them something and you're excited
For them.
for days and nights
And they go, thank
that
you.
you went to get this, and they go,
Thank you. How about you?
they
What did
didn't have the green one.
Bah.
Who spoke about it?
You bought it for
Next door?
you.
Your heart sinks and
Sebi.
it breaks.
Yeah.
Sabe,
Sebi spoke about it.
your
Yeah.
heart breaks so much because in my mind, like that age me projection, as you rightly so,
Would have gone
not sleep.
crazy.
They won't sleep for 50 days. They won't sleep at all. Like I know Uzita, like he likes Nutella, you know,
Yeah.
and because he likes it, his mom uses it as a treat, so he doesn't get to eat it as much as
yeah.
he'd like, you know. So I mean, I make sure there's always Nutella, always Nutella, for days.
Yeah.
And the one time I come through and I got like different new flavors, and he goes,
Excuse me.
"Oh, I'll probably have a taste,
Tomorrow.
yeah, then later." Okay,
Yes.
bro. In my mind,
Hey, when
when he's
Talent.
in my mind,
Nutella you
because it was a collection. Because it's a collection. Because I went above and beyond. I had to make some, Adaman, take Adaman.
Yeah.
I had to make some Adaman calls.
Yeah.
To get these flavors, strawberry flavors, this flavor. I had to go above and beyond.
Yeah.
And when he saw you, he wasn't not appreciative, but I
It
didn't.
wasn't what he wants.
It
Correct.
wasn't what the little me
Yeah.
wanted as a reaction.
No, for sure.
Because little me wanted something different.
Now let me push your buttons even more. Endling. What are the things that you've done for yourself for remedy?
I've done.
For yourself for remedy.
99.9.
First things was dating her.
It was for me.
So
For me.
for you, you thought there would be a validation when you met you when you hit on her. So 90% of our mindset is because we are quest driven.
Yeah.
See, enjoy le part yokushela, you chawisandla, the chase. Eventually, you get what you wanted, and you realize there's work to what I wanted. 90% of men don't have the balls past the quest
Do you know
What do you mean to stay?
to stay in.
do you know what I learned? With women. Oof, I'm gonna trigger some people.
Yeah,
So I treat every woman ever that I've been with, whatever, as a second-hand car.
okay.
And I've realized, Uguti, it's cheaper to buy, more expensive to fix. Think of a car. If you go and you see a 911, we buy cars. It's 200,000 rand.
Why is she peganga?
It's cheap to buy, but how much does it cost to fix?
Yeah,
2 million.
yeah.
Né? I've learned because of my own insecurities
Yeah.
and my own what, every woman that's ever been in my life, regardless of how expensive I got her, 2 million, this car, to fix, because the fix is not her, the fix is me through her. It's going to cost 20,000.
And you know what?
20 million.
You know what most men go and do?
Yeah.
They walk into a new dealership because then I don't have to face my insecurities. Lender is tailor made for me.
They won't. Those men don't exist. I believe that those men that buy new cars, they don't exist.
That's the man that goes irikibesnai from now to 7 years from now.
The man who buys a new car
Yeah,
is a man who's so broken
exactly.
that he is almost unfixed. Because let's say for me at age 37, the new car is a 22-year-old
Correct.
virgin who's never dated, who comes straight out of home to university and then comes
100%.
into me. The amount of darkness that I have to face to be so scared of Upalesa, who's experienced life and will, because the relationship, for me, a relationship has just been a mirror to my insecurities.
Yeah,
That's all it's been.
that's all it's been. Yeah,
It's a mirror to my insecurities and all the trauma that I haven't dealt with and I've swept under the carpet.
correct.
And I'm like, as much as I hate it, I have to appreciate it. And if you run away from a mirror, if and not look at yourself in a mirror, you've got deeper problems.
Deep problems, and that's why I'm saying. That's why my cheetah will go. And then I'm buying a new version because a new version says I get to pick where the mirror sits because the mirror is there, but it's behind me, so I don't have to face it.
And it's validated from what
And
he's
it's
seen from the guy that had
correct.
money before. Yeah.
So he validates it based on that. And he says, here, I'm not triggered. Because as soon as I'm triggered, ngikhipha le allowance. Yale 2,000 rand, mntwana sesikole wase UJ. And then she never triggers me there again. Give me phone. Say, hi, MTN, how are you? That 073 number, please can you turn it off for 1 month?
Power.
I'll pay for 2 months ahead. Yeah, just turn it off. I'll prepay. Mntwana uthi uyafona lapha. Hey, show me phone again. It's a span. So he's now bought a new version. He's bought a brand new Carrera 911. And we go endon. Ekare yakho mfana. Tswemba thampan. Lang spendile boy. Lang ngikhipha into eshisayo la.
The moment that car gets into an accident, he kills himself.
He kills himself because now the validation around what he built all these 7 years for has now crashed and burnt. And that's why amachita are able to take impilo yomuntu. Is because we validate ourselves and we value ourselves in relation to leakar. I had a brand new thing. Penson knew me as Wandile when 911. I say 911, so Wandile. The prefix is not my fix. And that's our problem.
This is what, sorry, I'm going to go digress. This is what I said I don't want with us, with this channel.
Yeah.
Because the moment they box you,
Yeah.
It's clear.
then you become a slave to
what they want,
Wandile with 911. And anything outside of that, you're
It's
a
not you
failure.
guys. Yeah, it's not you guys. You guys, wait, channel Lewil. You guys used to be so hot. You guys, your topics were used to. Now you've got the pressure of speaking about it. So you guys have outgrown this. The channel has outgrown this. But say million because our followers like this.
And that's what we're facing now with the men stuff.
But we've been so lucky in how internally we handle comments.
Yeah.
Whether, but Ngena mina, but Ngena wena, we've been so mature in the sense of, okay, because younger versions of ourselves
Would have been triggered.
Yeah. And then we would not just that, but in the next one we would have aligned to being Wandile with 911.
Yeah. You've gone back.
So the comments would have then pulled us back. And we would have found out an identity
amongst what people like.
Yeah. So then you start dating that girl because usuzwa ngabantu manje.
Yeah. So when
personality clash, the temperaments, everything doesn't align to you. But ngoba kuthiwa
uyakufanela, you stick. Yeah.
Now you're a slave to
Dude, the biggest thing you must overcome is external validation.
Yeah.
Every human being has to work towards that effect.
Dog, we're so insecure, bro. I know I'm so insecure. So one of the first things I say with any lady that's ever in my life, I say I'm insecure. Don't tend. You see when you say don't weaponize the what? For me, don't play with my insecurity. That's my line in the sand.
What's your biggest insecurity?
I'm not good enough.
Now, if you heard I'm good enough often enough, not good enough wouldn't have a space.
I think at this age, it would take another 50 years to undo. Not because it's rooted in hearing it, and then you hear it enough, then it becomes the narrative in the head, and becomes the default. My whole nervous system is aligned to not good enough. So then in order to just be in the room, I find myself having to be. In order for me to find myself as your equal, I need to be smarter than you.
Oh yeah.
More accomplished than you. Funnier than you. Just for me to feel like I'm allowed to be in your room. So if you show me a umchita owazi ukugijima 10 kilometers, I need to be able to run 21 kilometers often to feel that I can run with that 10 kilometer guy.
I feel you.
That's how I have to manage. So now for me to undo that, of which I've been trying, so I'm not saying I'm not on that journey, I've been trying, but it's going to take donkey years. And for the only people that are trying are the kids. Because those
they flip it.
But it's temperature.
Okay, cool. And how I got over it, I had that until I tried suicide. And then I failed at that.
Oh, so you're just a failure.
Fana, you're such a failure that you
can't even kill yourself.
That's it. How dumb fun.
Yes, Puma, you're such a failure. I was going to Kalesha. I was telling you, she's a mere band. I was going to social party. I was going to eat.
And that was the best thing I could have ever done to myself. Because that forced me to say, if I can see myself as a failure, let me try and see myself as something else. Ooh. And I met a lady called Ashika Singh. She belongs to Heal Your Life. It's an organization.
Beautiful.
She said to me,
shout out to
Ashika. Oh, Ashika did a 360 on my life. Ashika said to me, stand in front of the mirror every morning and say 10 wonderful things. It was the most difficult exercise because
you can't even think of one.
I can't even think of one. Like
you are good about you.
You are beautiful. And then your voice goes out. You are smart. And you start doing this on a daily basis and you don't believe it at first. It won't work at first. Trust. But I kept on hammering on this thing and I kept on doing this thing. Before long, I started seeing my head picking up, lifting up. Dana, there's something about you. I don't know. And it was that Noma nigga something negative about me. It bounced because I first heard good stuff. I then didn't have to look externally to hear this validation. So that's why, for me, ending relationships, I struggled with ending friend relations. I remember there was a friend of mine, who were tight, and I was like, Tsepo, he stayed high, he did this, Tsepo must be loyal. And Tsepo
kids will be friends.
Our kids must be friends. And Tsepo and I met in a queue at TOT. In fact, we struggled together. In fact, we had 10 rand go varsity in Aldiman. And I thought, we would be together forever, best friends for life. Tsepo had a friend, Pitor. So Tsepo dropped his kid, Epon. I'm staying here, what the fuck? He could just drive across. No, he wouldn't. He would turn around and go to Pretoria. And for the longest time, I was like,
because he got things to do.
I'm right here, bro. He's only come to my house once. Up until the time I realized, I used to be this guy's nigga. He's grown up. Then they've grown closer. We had a friendship at that time. And
the friendship serves a specific purpose
At a specific
So he
time.
might still see you as a friend, but
Yeah.
not a
same
everyday.
level.
Not on the same level, not an everyday guy. And up until you get to that point, you realize, oh snap, okay, I used that friendship to validate me, and so I felt betrayed because you're no longer validating me, and that's what we struggle with, Ganing, and even in relationships. You guys are in fitness,
I
fitness
like the fact
guys.
that you pointed Caesar too because I'm in fatness.
You are in.
Fatness.
If you are in fatness,
Minage.
if you are in
When
fatness,
you chairman, but when you writing,
what?
when you coming in, says dude, boy. When I step on the scale, it's excuse me.
So
I'm just fighting
Yeah.
triple digits. You firmly in triple digits.
Yeah, no, I'm
No, you triple digits. But
Good,
as
I'm-
long
I'm
as I
in.
don't get in, because I was in and I worked hard.
Yeah.
And now I'm back.
derailing.
No. I'm not triple nigga anymore. But I'm on my chips. I'm there.
So about the fitness, they validate each other, and
All the time.
in such a simple way, they don't even speak.
And I'm whoever.
Amaring, bro. Dating. Niman was on his last rep. I think, "Shy, one more.
Two more, Donna, two more. Be back, two more.
And because as he looks up, Usizo is looking. And Usizo is in his things, thinking about him, maybe, how am I going to get into the house? Because I came in at 3 a.m. Usizo is not even thinking about you. But the fact that Usizo gave you the nod and you lift up. I'm a biker. And we have that in my biking. When you're riding a proper bike,
Why would you do that to yourself, bro? Suicide, bro. I'm so scared of
He doesn't even have to say that. He just looks at your bike and he looks at you and he goes,
Nod.
I'm so scared of those spaces, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
Why are you a biker?
Can you?
It liberated me at a time that I needed freedom. I needed to breathe.
I don't think people get into biking for that.
I got into biking for that.
I think people get into biking-
I'm not in the community for the community. So what I mean by that is you get bikers who go, Dana nesitogo esisha. Zawala."
No. I'm talking about getting, so there's people with motorbikes
Yeah.
and there's people who are bikers. I don't know if there's a difference.
Yes. Yeah.
Having a motorbike is you having another form or mode of
transport,
transportation.
yes.
Nah? Regardless of what it looks like. Being a biker speaks to an identity. There's an identity
Correct.
attached to being a biker.
Correct.
And once you unpack those layers, siyafana sonke mfethu. Sonke we're going through it. When I go to a biker, I know it's mina nawe siyafana.
I think biking, Vedu, people do it for different reasons. And I think the ones that have come to the forefront, I spoke about Uket Matlala. I met him through biking. There was a guy called Umtisi who introduced me, Umtisi Nolunedi, who introduced me to Uket before our Uket Matlala. But we used to ride Sisonke. And for me, it was the brotherhood that I needed at the time. Because we never, they say we're meeting at Hatfield and Wanga Zwagari. They all ride to your house. And then, Rizera with bank. Ke 8. Why? Aknazaga petrol. I was Shanya when. Till land out petrol. And that community, it helped me reshape and rebuild myself. Till today, those guys, best bonana is like we're 15. Because you lifted me up at a time that I needed.
So that's what I'm saying. The identity of a biker is no different from guys that go to gym,
Yeah.
guys that play rugby or soccer or whatever.
Correct.
It's a community because there's an emptiness inside.
Emptiness, yes.
So you want to join something, especially something that is very masculine,
Correct.
because you feel the first thing from being
Masculine.
So when you start seeing guys a bit gym, you realize something had to trigger you to feel the polar opposite.
That's it. Correct.
Therefore, the only way is going through Insimbi. Because
The pain.
So I used to train this one club. I'm not going to say its name, but it's an MMA fighter.
Okay, cool.
And when I started training in MMA,
Yeah.
I had a mindset. and you start getting to meet and speak to other guys, and every time I'd get to the next level
Yeah.
of competency in terms of how good they are, they were more broken than the level before. So all the amateur losers, they were just gents who were going. The guys at the top had the most emptiest cups.
Yo.
And they're using this tool to fill their I am masculine because I can. I have a sense of, when you talk about this, I can. Same thing that we speak about when we speak about guns. Some of these guys that are carrying on, shooting up they're empty, bro. And they're using this as a crutch for masculinity.
Correct.
Yeah, they need that safe space where they feel like this is the identity for me. Because in other spaces, once I express the identity for me, it's frowned upon, or baglaha, or they use it against you. And sometimes homes are that, where you can't be fully truthful to who you are. That's how much it is sometimes. But every time, when I saw it with Angilang, that certain age group, I think now about my 50.
60.
But 50, 60, yo, man. I saw a pattern of every single one of them. Because that was a butchery, bottle store. Those guys from Monday to Sunday, they have to come to the butchery program. They had to.
Day in, day out.
Yeah, no, day in, day out. No. There was no discussions, but maybe 20, 30 of them.
But think about what society and us we've tied to masculinity. So the moment you don't have it, let's say you are broke, you are powerless, you're what. So many people don't see you as a man.
Yeah.
But man, keep it going. I'm a man.
Yeah.
I've got a gun. On pussy black.
Yes.
You're not going to go through depression, lose your sense of manhood, and then still drinking brutal fruit. It can't. It doesn't align. And still be weak, and still be small, and still be. So you reaching out on the crutches of masculinity.
You have to. I mean, what else do you have, bro? You've got that Monday to Sunday pramana machita for 2 hours, from 6 until 8, then you go home. Because bro, if you get home immediately after work, hey, bro, you will have that whole night. So you'd rather. Because at least you played your part. I give them money.
Yeah.
I think a problem yet T1.
Yeah. Sure.
We always have a script.
There's a machita.
Yep. Babakho wenza. Babakho wenza. Then sikhula ngayilento le. Ngiyabonga ukuthi nobody obonayo ukuthi ngubani. Let me share my side of the story.
Yeah.
When I met
Mediac.
Yeah. I made it clear. And trust me, magehlangana nami, I was not to call and loyang. I learned from my situations and what facing, and when I met her and I said to her, baby, we're not gonna have a script of how, when, and what. We're gonna create our own. So gini bazokutshela ukuthi indoda ithreathwa kanje, kithi bazongitshela ukuthi fanele ngibe nani kuze kwenzakale kanje. It's not gonna work. You have to tell me ukuthi fanele ngenze njani in order for you to be happy. I'll tell you. Yeah. Communication, I think most of the people bacabanga ukuthi this is me, this is you. Communication is deep. Sizolwa, sizoxabana, but at the end of the day, if a plan is so, the plan is to know, is to be in a situation, level lapho sizwana khona. The intention is to be right, both of us, la. Hayi la. So that's the problem with quite a lot of men and women. Nokuthi ngiza ngiyindoda and this is what I want. Ngiza ngumfazi and this is what women want because, or what I want based on experience. It's not gonna work. Njengoba bengisho, I'll always go back. Abo mama, abo baba. 80s, 90s.
Passing
now.
down of the generations
Yeah.
and their curses. almost.
Akufani, chief. Mina mangiqala ukuhlangana nefone. Bese ngiroti. Cell phone. Incosi yami ihlangana nefone ayifani nami. Into ezenzayo ngefone azifani nezami. So, fanele incosi yami ifane nami. Yenza izinto njengami. It's highly impossible. Move it. 80s, 90s, 2000. Ngeke senze izinto njenga 80s. Sizohlala silwa at all times.
Yeah.
If we don't go straight to a situation esiyifacile ukuthi umama, yes, possibilities are 50-50. That's what is happening right now. Ubaba, you're no more a man, head of the house. Let's be honest. You will always say, I'm the head, I'm the head, I'm the head. It's not like that right now.
How do we practice? Sorry, I just whenever I don't know. It's maybe default, but when I hear Amakrotman speak, the first thing I pick up is how articulate you are, which tells me how smart you are, and I go, fuck. I don't know if I can be you, or at least have the confidence to say to mama, let's do away with the script. You've said but 3 lines, but your 3 lines have been as heavy as us who have spoken for hours.
Yes.
Again, speaking to the wisdom that you carry. Do I have the ability to process, to think, to be able to say, throw away the blueprint, do I know what our new blueprint looks like?
Yeah.
My fear whenever we speak in these spaces, the fact that we are in these spaces already tells us so much about who we are. How do we then guide him? Because he doesn't have the blessings that God has put between our ears. Yeah, now for him, our anthills are his Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Ukuthi nje ekwazi ukubuka uma wakhe emtshela ukuthi no, I'm a man, is ukuthi ebuka umuntu wakhe ethi throw it. That's my fear. When we sit and we talk about recalibrating, redefining, because you've already told me that you've redefined what it is to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And fuck, I believe it. I'm sold. And the way that you can beg into, I go, shit. It's the same thing.
What about Lentwana? And I think Lentwana lehlele ekhaya and doesn't know how to articulate this. He needs to start off with redefining himself to himself. Khohlo sester. Penson ngihlala ebackroom kama. Kodwa anyena lo ankelo uzohlala la forever. Mina ngizoba i-timer elizoba nomuzi wakhe. Emzini wami ngizoba ubaba olalela i-opinion yomkakhe. And ingane zami will be open to hear from to speak to me, and I'll be open to hear from them. But nguthabo ngina 15.
Do you know what Jordan Peterson says about that? He says, make your bed. He says, make your bed. Mina, what I've had the privilege of speaking to now hundreds of guys who are stuck. And in speaking to the guys who are stuck, I always say humble upgrade metric. I didn't even ask who to how your metric looks like. You know, I just go humble upgrade metric because I know what it does to have a goal. Yeah. Because and then you're not competing against anyone. You're competing against your previous metric results. If that makes sense.
Yeah, correct.
So however it looked like, you had 4 A's. Let's just say.
Correct.
That's now the benchmark. So now you're competing, of which you need to do better, and dopamine success.
Correct.
And then with that, assuming that now you've got that, it opens more doors for you to give that kick that is required.
Correct.
I always try and hold back when I look at a space and I go, I was raised middle class in a suburban space. I don't think like everyone else. And that's my blessings. And I know that there's some people that are going to go here and say, but Penson were na'u.
Yeah.
And I won't have an answer. Goodman,
Can I share something with you?
go for it.
Pen. You know, when I listen to you guys, I'm like, wow. Some of the things azangi face, I mean. All right. I'm going to summarize quickly. My mother and my father, they're still alive,
Blessings.
but they were not there.
Okay.
Okay. So I was raised by he knows. My aunt, Autiaki. My mother is there, my father is there. They're still alive. They're dead. God forbid. So, sorry. So, now, mang reaches age at his, I found out who to my mom no baba moban. But into engazange ngenze ukuthi ngifile kabi is what laba abayenzile kimi. What I'm trying to say is, lokho abakwenzile kimi yilento engiyiyo manje. Engiyithanda flat. I was raised in a little bit poor environment. But nginakekelwe ngendlela ukuthi umuntu bekanakekelwe kunemali kubo angeke afane nami, some of them or most of them.
Sure.
Mangithi kuwena iscript angisifuni ngine ndlela engikhule engifuna ngayo. It's because abazali bami, they showed me izinto ekuwukuthi labantu laba bebenemali abakwazanga ukuyithola, ngathola lokhu ekuwukuthi laba banayo ngeke bakhona ukuyithola easily. Ngikhula ngaleyo ndlela, and I'm not going to say I'm a good man, good husband, but I'm far much better compared to quite a lot of people.
You're a trying man and a trying
Yes.
husband.
Now, imedi yami ihlala ithi, Ejo, wena zange udlale ne-imedi, like flat. You know, when ngirealize nini ukuthi I've got what it takes to do that, mangihlangana naye. No, seriously. You have the face, you have the mind, but because of lapho ukhulela khona ucabanga ukuthi akunachero zokufuna. When you reach a certain age, that's the only time you realize that flip fuck bengenza masimba, but angikubonanga lokho, ngikubona sekulate. Ngiyakunida lokho or not? Angisakunidi lokho. I don't see any good reason. The only thing ekufanele ngiyenze is to make sure that this woman feels good about me. Noma ebamba isandla sami angathi i-trophy husband.
Yeah.
Auntie, this is my man. I don't give a fuck. My question, and I'll sound like a stuck record, is how do we develop that? Because you speak about, and I'll call it a privilege, and the reason why I call it a privilege is because you didn't have control about who raised you. Yeah. You're not in control of that. But you were raised in a space where clearly a lot was poured into you.
Yeah.
What do we say to those who were in spaces where nothing was poured? In fact, things were taken away.
It's a decision.
But you didn't decide.
I did.
No. You said you were raised in a space where, even though financially they weren't strong, but those two individuals tried their best.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a decision. Why I started with my parents abasaphila right now the reason why I started with my parents abasaphila right now. Ngaze at an early age, Uguti, they are my parents.
Yes.
It was easy for me to say, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
These are my parents. You can't tell me shit. I had every right to say, fuck you. Oh, go to hell. Angeke ngikhona ukuyenza lento engiyifunayo.
I have a message for you.
Yeah, I understand. So I had every right. Yokuthi ngabatshela ukuthi now I am a parents Nina, you just I space sokuthi ngibe umuntu omubi besiningi kakhulu. I could have decided ngiyoyihlalela estradini because of ngestress into ethize.
It was a choice.
It was a choice.
Yeah.
I looked at my situation. I looked at yini engizoyibenefita if ngiyahlala, yini engizoyibenefita mangiphuma la. Because already if bengazi ukuthi ama parents wami bengisazoba sharp.
Correct.
So why fanele ngibaleke into engibonayo ukuthi iyasebenze, i-decision, i-choice.
Correct.
And I decided, no, I'm sticking. Ngizohlala la, ngizobona ukuthi ngenza njani. And trust me,
I agree with you. We had Rotman Umuzi saying exactly that shit.
Yeah.
No one can fully answer the situation that you were in and when you were raised.
Yes.
And yet, now you don't
Correct.
have choice at that moment. But there's a time where now you have choice and you must make a decision.
Correct. Yep.
And you're speaking exactly what you were saying. That if at a certain point in time, it's outside of your parents.
Yep.
Age 18,
Now,
I say.
now you need to face with why did I make these decisions?
100.
And how the man you then become is because of decisions. I like what you're saying because it is true. I think it goes back to the apartheid thing. And hey, white people, whatnot.
Yeah.
I truly do think that there's a certain point in time where it ends.
The blame ends.
The blame ends because if you look at the history of the Boers, there was a point in time they're like, no, we're no more blaming.
Yeah.
We're no more blaming the
It's
French.
enough.
We're no more blaming the English. It's
on
enough
us.
now.
It's
Now
on
it's
us.
about us.
Yeah. Let's build.
Young Todd. So I do think, in fact, that Jewish culture as well. It's like, no, it's okay. It's Kawategile, no problem. But now it's us
time.
now.
Yeah. It's on us now.
What decision should we make now for self? How the things were while you were in them, it's not your fault. But I think after a certain age, probably, whether people poured something in you or not, it becomes very difficult for us now to teach you how to make those decisions.
Fully disagree.
100%.
You know?
Fully disagree. Fully pushing back from the three of you guys.
No, that's important. You
Okay.
have to.
We look.
You
So
do know that,
I'll
Mlotshwa.
tell you a story.
But let me say something. And I think we've got 10 minutes chance. Mlotshwa.
Okay.
We'll
All
get close. There are certain things that you could say, I am. We kaka no muntu.
I promise I'm listening.
Ke nka di chips ke di beya mo ke tlo gaola wa di gaola.
Yeah.
You're talking.
Ah, o le ntja motho mfana.
You 100% have
Rubbish. Rubbish.
Here's what I've realized. There are many kids who are not raised by Amatime. Many women as well, you know, Amachita now.
Yeah.
But they make a decision. To say, as in, I'm grand. It's what we always speak about. You raising a
Turning
household.
point.
Yeah. We're raising a household where each time I love shy.
Yeah.
2 kids, they react differently. Low doesn't mean I'll never need shy, because what I saw did not work. Low time I'm shy. I'm shy. Because I'm
Yeah.
Even with you, there are certain things you always speak about each time. And you make certain decisions based on that. You make certain decisions based on old lady and upbringing. So I'm saying that someone could say, no, if you reacted if you were a different man, let's say you are a violent man, someone could justify it. Obvious.
Yes.
Now I'm a byproduct of this. And it's because you make the decision.
What I'm
Correct.
running away from is that it almost comes across. I'm not saying this is the intention of what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
It almost comes across as if you are at some point at this particular crossroads. Do I go left or go right? And what I'm trying to say is that there is a multitude of scenarios that lead to that. And the story that I'm trying to say is that I was a teacher. My brother was never a teacher.
Yeah.
And the question is, if you were raised by a single mom who's a teacher, why did you go there and why you didn't?
Yeah.
The difference is that the way that I experienced my mother as an HOD deputy principal.
Yes.
He didn't experience that part. So, meaning, I experienced my mother in grade 11, grade 12, I experienced my mother with a car. He never experienced my mother with a car.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, what does that translate to? Translate to the access that I had to her school.
Okay.
So, the access that I had to Ehlelanati was the access when I was in grade 10, 11, and 12 to a woman who's a deputy principal and has a vehicle.
Yes.
He doesn't know what that looks like. Now that there's a deputy principal who has a car, I'm there at the school constantly. I'm getting extra lessons for maths. I'm getting extra lessons for science. I'm teaching grade 8s and grade 9s. Why? Because you teach. I'm into about
Yes.
So I did my 10,000 hours of education before I left matric.
Yeah.
Of teaching.
Correct.
You know, by the time I got and did my PGCE and I taught for the first time in a controlled environment,
It wasn't scary.
Every single teacher was like, "You are natural. You are God's gift. You blessed.
10,000
This
hours.
is so easy for you." But no one knew what I did, of which my brother did not have the same access.
Okay.
He could have been 50 billion times better,
100%.
but he didn't have access
to it. Yeah.
So now for me, when you have validation from the world around you, which you're so good at cricket, you're so good at tennis, it's easy for a young mind to then attach themselves to that. You're getting it validated, not just from the talalas, but from professors, from the top of the top of the top. So then you end up holding onto that. Now let's circle back. You business, you grew up, your uncles were in business, your grandmother was in business, your father is in business.
So business is not scary to him.
So business is not scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Business is natural.
He actually, in fact, doesn't even see employment.
It's a natural transition.
Correct.
Whereas for me, teaching was a natural.
I feel you.
You see what I'm trying to
say?
say? So when we speak about the decisions that we've made, I made the decision to get into education. You made the decision to get into business. But you would have had full free will if you were in my space and I was in your space. If we were to literally swap roles.
Correct.
And I spent, how many hours did you spend in the shop growing up?
Every weekend, every school holidays.
Your whole life. So I spent every weekend, every school holidays.
Correct.
So if we had different things and then I found myself in business and you found yourself in education, I would say, yes, guys, make a decision. But I've seen so much, and this is where we get stuck. Okay. There's so many variables outside of your control. And I'm just trying to say to the guy, and we're trying to give him the path of least resistance, how you can get control back.
And to that portion, I say that it's a choice, because as soon as I realize that I need to take the path of least resistance, and ngiyabona ukuthi la ekhaya support ayikho, but bengino bradebs ngine support, gravitate towards bradebs. If you have to wash amateki aka bradebs, washela ubradebs amateki. If you have to do i-washing yakhe, hamba lapho. The issue is, and Debs always says as it is, amajit awafuni le point of entry ephansi. Amajita want to become Casper Nyovest. uCasper wangena a 2IC yaka WHP.
Come on.
I hate the position that you guys are
music
putting
and
me in.
lights, music.
I hate
This speaks about it.
Exactly.
No. I hate the position you guys are putting me in, because you guys are putting me in a position where I have to now defend black fucking losers. No, you guys now want me to back losers, and I'll back them. Casper Nyovest was 16 in Joburg.
100%.
Now you're asking this from a 24-year-old. 24-year-old Casper might not have done what 16-year-old Casper did.
Let me tell you something.
Casper Nyovest-
24-year-old Wandile in corporate
Yeah.
is 2IC to young.
In where?
Who in corporate?
In where?
Who rocks up
In
in
where?
11 after
where?
waking up at 10
In where?
in corporate.
In where?
In corporate.
Can we highlight and underline that?
corporate.
Can we highlight and underline that?
Corporate.
So when
One
we
deal
say-
is a 2IC to a Karen.
So Casper was 2IC2?
To WHP.
To who? No,
WHP.
he was not.
Well, he was a
Okay.
100%.
No. When you were saying Mark Zuckerberg
Yeah.
dropped out of where?
No.
No.
way.
Dropped out of where?
Harvard.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is,
100%.
100%.
And now you're using being a backup dancer to double HP.
100%.
Using a being corporate. You were using a Mark Zuckerberg, Harvard, or Bill Gates, whoever the hell. It's a nuanced thing.
Bro, when I was 19, when I was 19, I told you already ukuthi ngifuna ukuya overseas. Wathi ke mhamba scale.
Sure.
Mama yitishela la.
Sure.
Ndana, education is important, man. Fact. What are you going to fall back on? Ngangena for 3 months and then I went to the UK. Got to the UK and I realized,
how do you get to the UK? Wait, where are you based? Pretoria.
Mamelodi.
No. Look, for example, let's just give a silly example. And we said this to Cleo when you were talking about how you used to go from one agency to another.
Yeah.
I was like, say that story to Mchita Ohlala Etreche or Mchita Ohlala Olundi. It's a
different story.
I hate because I said I don't want to defend losers. But I know Guti Mamelodi is one of the capitals of the country. So for you to go to the Union building, the probability of you, Khale Mams, seeing the president.
Yeah. Was much higher than someone. So you
know the example you're making, but we have our grandparents who moved from Emakai. I'm like my grandmother.
Yeah, come in.
Like proper rural. To go to Soweto, to go clean for people. And it was a decision.
You're totally missing my point.
Yeah.
Everything is a decision.
You know what?
The fact that we're here on a Friday is a decision.
Yeah. Thank you.
Everything is a decision.
Correct.
Usizo is probably going to go cycle 100 kilometers tomorrow.
He
It's
is.
a decision. 4 o'clock in the morning, he's already on the road.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, I'm saying there's certain attributes that we have, like height.
Yeah.
Like what? That makes certain decisions easier than the next person.
Correct.
That's all I'm trying to say. So for your grant to leave
that decision
rules,
is not easy, Mpethu. You have to go through some sort of pain.
Pain.
I think this thing of making it seem like the decision is easy, but it's
you
not.
can say whatever
must be painful.
whatever the catalyst is the catalyst.
Sure.
I'm saying it was easier for your
Pain or
grant.
trauma, like whatever it is.
Yes.
So my grant was a domestic. Your grant was a domestic.
Yes, Chief.
Your grant made a
Most of our
decision.
friends will probably
Perfect.
work.
But
But they chose not to play Amadice.
You're missing me. Your grant, I'm making this up, decided to go from rurals to Joburg to be a domestic.
Yes.
My grant might have made the decision to go from rurals to the closest small ass white town to be a domestic.
Yes, sir.
That means there's a separation of risk.
Not fair.
So your grant took a
My
bigger
grant
risk than my
traveled 4
grant.
hours.
Your grant took a bigger risk than my grant. Now the question to me, and this is what I'm trying to do when I try to find the blueprint of success, is what is behind the
There
curtain?
isn't a blueprint.
Hear me out. I'm trying to find out what's behind the curtain. We spoke about relationship and we spoke about which is sometimes we were lost because we saw our parents being great in front of the curtain and sorted things out behind the curtain. So when I study a person who's successful, Robert Kiyosaki, I'm like, what is it that you're not telling us? Because you're still selling us your book.
Correct.
You're always selling us another book.
The fact that you're
And
always
another book.
correct.
And then there's always another book. Now we play a game. Now we have to buy a game. What is it that you're not telling us?
Yes.
You know, now it comes out, McMill were getting fucked by, Diddy, what? Oh, that was...
that's how you guys made it.
Oh, shit. Now you find out Guti Banban is dating Banban. So I'm not a loser.
I feel it.
I'm trying to take the real success that you guys have accomplished and double it down to such a paint by numbers, dot by
Then we
dot.
need to tell our stories then. I think the next session then it must
Maybe.
By a dot by dot. So
it's
that
fair to them.
Lomchita Ohleli goes...
Come I explain something to you.
Step one.
The fact that you spoke about his granny, I then got the download. Ukoko Gadebza is saying, Ukikibine. Not kibine. Ukoko kibine. She was a storyteller for the king. And that's why he's great.
What does your surname mean? Is that what your surname means?
No, I'm going to go there because there
100%.
is a link from
Yeah.
Sarah's side
So
to what he's saying.
she was a storyteller for the king. So what he's doing is not new to his bloodline. But the reason why he's got the backing is because Ukoko was a storyteller for the king and the community. And so she told black stories through Lenkosi Gataisev. So the surname came through Kibine Koshaye Kamosadio. So the king was saying, through this woman I've danced my dance. I have done full circle because she's been able to let my story be told again and again. And that's why he had to call it Tribal Media House, because the roots are founded in the tribal space.
See, deep
within.
rooted.
And that's why it is beyond him, because to ba ibineng.
That's why he's sacrificing self for
that.
Got you.
So umji dohlele emakhaya then needs
Doesn't
to go
have
back.
that, but they don't have that rooting.
They do whatever it is. They don't know of it. That's why.
Got you.
That's why Mlotshwa, they
got you.
They come from a kingship that were leaders who were decision makers in the Zulu kingdom. By Lodge. So everything was ilotshwe ngabo. So they were the ones that said, we are moving from Harrismith to such and such a place, and we are going to build there. See, ilotshwe ngabo. So that's why whatever space that you come into, you cannot be a 2IC. Your people don't know 2IC. They are leaders. So even if you went into golf, Gary Player would then become your 2IC. He would say, listen, I'm the legend, but how do I take this goal? There's something here, man. Tell me, how do I grow this thing? How do I grow golf in the black community? Can you be the one that leads me?
Is the power in knowing self?
Correct.
You have to know self.
Have to go into that.
That's one of the most
Have to. And
important things, man.
Correct. And it's only in solitude and pain. These two things, because what the pain does is it brings you to your humanity, to your deepest down.
What do you mean by pain? Because I try and challenge Debs when he says that.
Pain is, women go through physical pain of birth, but you need to go through a spiritual, metaphysical pain, which means Penson that you were, the player, the one that picked up girls and whatnot, has to outgrow that player status, because that built who you thought you were. And the pain of outgrowing that is, to show you what you need to go through that pain, is people will always remind you of that. It's a reminder of saying you've outgrown that.
But the transition to become that is pain.
Is the pain.
Yeah.
And do you remember earlier when I said when it's weaponized, I don't mind it?
Yeah.
Remember when he brought it up? Because I always feel like there's good and bad memories.
Yeah.
And what are good and bad memories all depending on how I
yeah.
So when it gets weaponized,
I love it too.
I giggle. Because like someone will say
I'm not him anymore.
In the heat of a fight, that's like you're your dad, ne? And then I'll be like, cool, because I know Guti, Vusale into analyze and say what you said.
Yeah.
I'll leave. I'll get in the car and I'll drive away. Say it, and then see what they'll say.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted.
100%. But in that pain, there's a key for it. And unfortunately, some of us are not fetching this key. Because pain, bro, there's a time when you sit in that shower. You spoke about sitting in a shower and crying. It's in that pain.
Like you guys don't know that crying in the shower.
Correct. It's in that pain, in that moment where you go,
transition.
No more.
Yes.
Fuck it. I call it a fuck it moment. Fuck it. Nkatel. And in that fuck it moment, you flip your script and you go, I'm better than this.
And that means you can answer the question of how do you teach these guys?
100%.
Because you went from this to this.
Correct.
And it was a pain moment.
In that space. So in your pain moment, you are able to look into that camera and say, grade 11. You don't even know what you're going to study after matric. Go through your pain. Go through it. Lentombi rejectayo. Enhle le emhlophe. Yamathanga amhlophe. Mfethu be-rejecta yini ngawe that you don't see about you, that she sees in you, that she says you're not yet ready for this. So up until you get ready to see yourself as she sees you. So some women reject you because our body, the value you bring to the table.
Yeah.
So they hate the fact that you minimalize yourself to this the stuttering and the lack of confidence in your tongue says to me, must lena besingaba in a heated argument about where we are going, he's not going to be able to stand up to me and say, uyakhumbula lesikhathi ngikushela ngakutshela ukuthi ngifuna mina nawe sibe nalento senze 1 2 3 4. For the fact that you're unable to do that now, you won't be able to do it in a heated. So in future, you won't be able to do it. So if you are able to dig deep into that pain, in fact, you're like, I'm better than this because I've got a degree in. You are in that situation because you are fearing pain.
You know, as you speak, triggering. You know what I think men should do? When you're by yourself, what are the memories that come to your mind that make you cry?
Yeah.
What are the memories that make you cry as umjita?
Go there first.
Wabana, if you go there, I think that's what. Do you know what happened? I don't think le katle monka yona ngifometile. So I think was fage angel.
No, we're wrapping up.
We're wrapping up. But no, we need to put in the card because it's on this gentle brother. So we need to put in the card
no stress.
for him.
No,
No, but we should be fine. No, but we need to put in the card because it's his shot. Yeah, but let me hit as Tube's getting the card.
100%.
So Mina, what I did is before I fully.
So how long? Sorry.
I was going to the card. It will take less than 3 minutes, man. Don't worry. So
but we need to wrap up that now.
No, we're wrapping.
No. To the Luke.
Jeez, man, Mlotshwa. You don't have to worry about those things, technical things.
X also needs to go to the bathroom as well.
Tube's getting the card. So here's what I'm saying, Mlotshwa, is that sit with yourself. Those things that make you feel, is it vulnerable, make you cry, you don't articulate them, start there, because those are your pain points.
And those pain points are also your gold, but keep going.
They're definitely your gold, but the gold is based on how you make a decision. If you make a bad decision on those things that make you cry, you could go the other X has got a justification to be a bad man.
Can we agree that making bad
decisions, but he chose not to,
and being bad at solving problems is the same thing?
Yeah. No,
and we agree that we said a smart person is a person who can solve problems. The reality is that not everyone is smart.
Yeah, some people need to be babysat. Some people need the government. Some people need the parents.
I become touched because it's my day to day, having to speak with guys that are so extremely different from me, so extremely.
Yeah.
And before you do like, this guy must drown. And now you sit and you say there's so many of them, and they reaching out, which is something. Because for a lot of them, reaching out is the goal. They've accomplished something. The mere fact that they sent you a DM, for many of them, that's the goal. Then you start having to learn what
that's
shit.
Not the goal. You are scratching the surface.
You're missing me. That's his Mount Everest.
Yeah.
The same way that you had spoken about share.
Yeah. No, but if someone else Mount Everest, someone else gonna sit by that gate. That's fine.
I can help you. There's some guys that the accomplishment of the day was just saying hi to her.
I hear you, but
hi. And then she looked and he.
Yeah, I hear you. Unfortunately, the world we're not all equal.
We spoke earlier about how we can change the narrative for men where even the weakest one has 3 cows and a bit of land.
Yeah.
And that's what we were trying to do.
No, I hear you. That's why we spoke about the guy Olongomahaye. That guy doesn't even care about how you define manhood. You absolutely mean, even if you've got $1 million, so must lie in this space. Those things mean nothing. So as you are asking for me is, how do men get into that space? And what I've seen, because this has worked for me, is before I committed to media, because I know what you're going to ask if I make this point. What helped me?
So you fortune teller.
What helped me what helped me was reading. I come from a space where there wasn't a lot of reading in the household that I come from. Reading was not a thing, which makes sense now. Where they come from, it's going back to their definition of the different generations. Something I don't know where it comes from. Every day I'm trying to figure out what was that trigger. I don't know. I started to read a lot of books, man. Consume a lot of content that changed me. Then I'm like, okay, this is what I'm getting from the books. You know, people read just to read. To say, I mean, I read 10 books. You're like, okay, what did you learn? And most people can't. So I was reading to understand and to challenge myself from whatever I was reading. So, reading, I think, changed my life completely. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to commit to this person. Then I'm like, no, man, you still have a pain that you need to deal with.
Yeah.
Then what I did was, what is the one thing, even when you're driving by yourself, you're shy or you're calm.
Yeah.
What is the one thing when you see that human being, they trigger this thing? Then I'm like, no. I can't bring this person into my life if I haven't dealt with this thing. Because that's my trigger point. I have to deal with it before I make any form of commitment. And I told him, I'm like, look, I'm willing to commit to, but I need to deal with this thing. Give me 2 years. I have to deal with this thing because it's not going to be easy. So great, but for me to make the ultimate decision, this thing, I need to deal with it. Then I dealt with it, then I'm seeing some results. So as you ask me this thing, I need to personalize it to me. For me, it was sitting with the things that make me cry at night. And I think every man should sit with
those things.
Those things. Because
Yes.
those are the actual triggers.
Because all I'm hearing is facing your ghosts.
You have to.
Yeah. So even with the reading, so I taught maths.
Yeah.
And I was a phenomenal maths teacher. And I tell people the reason why I was so good at maths is because I was so shit at maths in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was a ghost.
Yeah.
It was a ghost that I had
You
to
had
face.
to face.
And I was like, hey,
And you made a decision.
and I am strong enough to make decisions. No?
Everything is decision.
Yeah.
No, we agreed. Sure. But we also need to agree that certain decisions come easier to some than others.
That's
What
fact.
Dube is,
That
right,
is
is
fact.
cycling 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
That decision is going to be easier to Dube than any one of us. He's made a decision. Okay.
But that doesn't mean
Mike.
but that doesn't mean ukuthi decision kaDube fanele ibe yami.
That's a fact. I was just saying,
But you must have a decision that will be
Yeah,
100%.
it's my own lane.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Not this one.
But that's what I'm saying. You must have your
hit it.
superpower.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Where you are
hit
useful.
it. You hit it on the head.
On the head.
Yeah.
Going back to your superpower. The reality is that capitalism has set of rules. Nah? Let's assume that the set of rules is cycling 100 kilometers tomorrow morning
Yeah.
If those are set of rules, mean I'll go, Chief.
with the brandy in the
Yes.
bloodstream.
Yes, Chief.
I'm saying with those rules,
Yeah.
the decision to go and cycle 100 kilometers will still be easier for some than it is for others. And the accomplishment of the goal of 100 kilometers will come earlier in others. It will take you, a day. It will take him 5 hours. So then he'll drive that 911 we spoke about earlier,
Yeah.
literally 10 years before you even get a test. So I'm just trying to, maybe it's me deflecting and projecting of how to find blueprints for myself. You know, so maybe in me challenging the three of you guys, I'm trying to find cheat codes.
Yeah, you know, I don't think it's for self, it's for a lot of things. And I'll tell you of Umchita is God. I say, where I grew up.
Tell you, excellent Wandile, I need to smash it test. I thought you said we were wrapping up.
No, yeah. After this, we're going to Maso walk on Yagwazi. It's clear.
The brand is causing
Ngiyakubona manje mntwana you kwenza namashame.
I'm at a point where if I do this, the girl starts shaking.
Yeah. Yes.
Because it's a brand that attracts the brand.
Ziyakhulumisana lezi zinto. Brother to
I'm
brother.
not brand, so it's negative. It's positive.
Ekudala nalimala.
Mlotshwa mawubuya savana mntwana isikhathi sangishaya. And he's got, he made as two kids. one with each he made, you know.
Yeah.
And there's a common thread. They leave him. And I'm like, yes, Ntwana, you are with women who are strong. And being with that strong woman, when they view you, they're like, yes, but I'll span when 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, to me, you know, ngakayi nyobo ubayisa mama fire today.
Yeah. Ngikwaphayisa.
Yeah, so I said to him, what is it that you need for you to make money, to make 100 rands
Now.
Yeah, couldn't this bad. I need machinery for carpentry. I need a what? I'm like, Ntwana, you're going too far. You are in the survival mode. You need money now. So, Shama Ntwana, now.
Bawathenga imali.
Yeah, man.
Ugawule vandag.
Yeah. And then it's like, ish, angeke ngikhona. And you see, you're not dealing with the root cause of embarrassment. Because what you want to make money comfortably. How do you make money now? Because in making money, you shouldn't be comfortable.
Correct.
Because the situation doesn't allow you to be
To be
comfortable.
comfortable, you can't. Nangu
Yeah.
I'm with you 100.
Well, yeah. Unina clipper, no.
No.
No, I ain't
Yeah.
outside.
No.
No. And I was telling him, like, you need to really redefine what is important in your life.
Yeah.
Because right now, what's important in your life is just to maybe shapa PL machita and
Redefine that.
So you really need to deal with the pain of selling that dragon now.
Yeah.
So that 50 rands will go to 50-50 will go to Ingos.
Well, not like porn.
I want to type on.
Yeah.
But I realized that, man, because you don't want to get over this thing of the pain, the humiliation, what are people going to say, and you're not prioritizing what's important in your life, most men then they then struggle.
Yeah.
A lot of them fail to struggle.
Wait, I always say to my authority, you're always saying batu batla ring. Why is it batu ring? And most guys say no. That's what they say. I was. Awuchavi. And that's what people are saying. I don't know. So as soon as you get past that batla ring, you get to your success point.
So on a more philosophical,
Yeah.
bit of a nerd here. So Friedrich Nietzsche speaks about the camel, the lion, and the dragon. In that journey, camel is us who conform every day, working to whatever it is. And it needs to get to a point where you become the elite. You become the lion, fighting, what. But you still fall under the laws of the dragon. Because the dragon tells the commoner, be a camel, and then the dragon tells the elite. If we see what's happening with the Middle East and Trump, he's the lion, but he's still being told. The ultimate form of humanity is when you become a baby, a child, where bazotini doesn't affect you. That's what Klokili came. Ukuthi bazo uzovuka ekuseni ngo4 uyosho ibhayisikili umdidi lapho for 5 hours bazo awunenda ukuthi upende inzipho ukuthi unempandla awunenda. That's when you've passed that level and now you can really identify and see who self is.
But it's hard to get.
You
know what? We know what it is. You know, self-mastery. You know what it is.
Self-mastery.
You know what it is for me.
I
mean, I promise it's a superpower, bro. You know what it is? I always go back to the superpower. You know, I mean, I know there's a thing that you and I can go, you can try. I'll make sure you will feel like a kid. Because I know that superpower.
Yeah.
It's not everyone has it.
Correct.
I'm telling you, bro, when you've got a
It's me.
superpower, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, why don't you have that one? And it's not a lot.
Correct.
Just that one thing.
Correct.
My man, for me, it has helped me a lot.
And bro,
But
break those
Prati,
luck.
So that's
ufike nini lapho?
It's
but
always
remember,
been there.
I was
You've realized
groomed
it.
into But
There's no way
what do you mean?
ukuthi afike kule level yokuthi ayitshena ukuthi fuck this world, this is me.
No, my story is I was a naughty kid, extremely naughty.
You see?
kid. And then
Uqale
what then happens is that my parents for them to contain my stoutness was, you want to help us in the business.
Okay.
But then what they don't realize is that they are imparting a skill in young tone. So what was a problem for them became my superpower.
So kuyashintsha.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, for sure.
Yabona? So i-process
Yeah.
wena bowungayiboni
Yeah.
and nabo bebangayiboni.
Because they were solving a problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. You were not the problem. The problem was this guwe.
100%, and that's what men struggle with.
Yeah.
Is the mentality to be able to
Yeah.
redefine themselves.
So
The mind, not in society. It's you who's struggling. We see you. We see the master behind the camera. We see you. We see the Sizwe Dube behind the camera. He doesn't see himself. And him not seeing himself.
And you know
Urtima Sizwe Dube.
and validation.
Validation. Now he needs us to go Sizwe. Ntwanambo yofunda ikamera. Ntwanambo ngena eveka.
But you know what
Ntwanambo
you're
yongena
saying is
Sizwe, here's pictures.
The other friend But you know what's another
But
thing?
we're all adding.
But you know what's another thing,
We're all pouring in our own different ways.
You know what's another thing though? And I must give this to Itam Alam.
Yeah.
No matter it was, they always wanted to hear my opinion. If anything, they was like, oh no, that time I'm a kid. Hey, you know that thing validates you, hey?
But look,
You, bro. We know, see. Even if they were slaughtering, they was like, oh no. They know I have no flipping answer, bro. But the fact that they just want to hear my opinion.
Now imagine, let's flip that, and your opinion meant less than anything. Now as an adult, what's the knock-on effect to that?
No, for sure.
but
No.
But the greater portion is this, is that idlozi likujwayeza ukuthi ukhulume. And that's what we keep on saying to guys at Hope Harbour. Khuluma, ubhede, sizolungisa umbhedo. But if you're quiet, we don't know what you're thinking.
Oh, umbheda aswazi.
Aswazi ubheda wedwa, ubheda la. And that's what I keep on saying to men, bheda. Sokulungisa. And that's why you need strong men around you. And I said to your brother, when I was sitting, when I met with Joshua Mapong, I said, "Egninye out man, ushaya interview naye. Penwen, hey, nyakhalela one day ukuhlala naye. Wavula phone what? This is wrong what I'm doing, but that number yakhe. Ngelinye ilanga I was so confident, ringa naye. Okay. Had I not spoken to Joshua, I would have never met Penwen. I would have never met you guys. I would have never met a lot of. I would have never met teachers. I would have never met abantu abaningi. Iflop yami ukuthi out yasekas ihlale khoneni lasekas bekathola 3 clipper usibhayela amabhiya nathi besithola 3 clipper simbhayela amabhiya but instead of uthatha 3 clipper ngithi where's tribal media house ngifike ngipitchela gate hot man ore anaki ake spani me bra mara neke kupola na tono le tshwarela di beke I'm in the circle. When tribal is shooting SAPC I'm in the circle.
I'm carrying shit.
That's all I do. I'm a runner. Mntana itlale metsi ku kareng da itle angiseke lokishini. Angiseke lokishini.
That's a fact.
No, it's a fact. That's it earlier. All right.
So you need to get out of the comfort of your discomfort. We are comfortable in the discomfort. Ekas. And I speak for myself as well. I was once comfortable in the discomfort of ekoneni singaspan. Up until someone said to me, "Hey, you're very comfortable in your discomfort, eh?" And I said, "Fuck you, you're speaking out of comfort." And he said, "Yeah, I was once uncomfortable with you." Ngashifta, ngaye eJoes, ngahlala nabantu ebese babe kuleyo ndawo. And I slept on their couches. And I thought, yes, and I became uncomfortable. We are making excuses for comfortable people.
Yo, that's a fact.
We are making excuses for comfortable. It's Friday night here. We could have been partying. But Silana's ya shoot. Which means we've had to come out of our comfort zones.
No. Askis.
Okay.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Sure.
Okay.
This is the right place for us.
No, 100%. But we've had to make.
We don't have to enter. My point of view.
Yeah.
Ngayo yonke into uyangazi, you know me.
100%.
Sure.
I don't have to entertain into abantu abayicabangayo.
But here's the point.
Friday.
I agree with him.
Or Saturday.
Because our
or
Friday,
Sunday.
you don't
if
have
my
anything-
Friday is this, this is my Friday.
I hear you. We're in different spaces. So
Yeah.
Spectacular.
I
Shout
get it.
out to Spectacular. He's got his birthday gig today. Spectacular.
Yeah.
I could be there. It's Spectacular. We could be in Morningside. They're having that event. So some of us are in a privileged space where
The invites come. They come.
like an exclusive.
Nismemen not.
No. Menu.
And that morning side is exclusive.
So mina ngimenywa guys nkulunkulu ngimenywa ngedwa.
Farakot.
So I'm in a very privileged space where my weekends invites are flowing.
A class.
Premium.
Yeah.
But to what you say,
You chose this.
You choose this because I would have never met X.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to drink from that well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking wisdom there.
Correct.
I was like a bitch, bro. When I texted you, like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm excited. Call me. If I go to club now,
Yeah.
because Spectacular and Knaves, they working.
Yeah.
So they
Sponsor.
so I must now bottles, random,
Correct.
and I can't drink from the wisdom.
Correct.
So I need to make those decisions.
It's choices.
But I'm privileged enough to be strong enough to make those decisions. Because maybe me 10 years ago, I'd have said I can't come through today.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's reschedule.
Yeah, let's try and do this maybe on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
But me, in my current juncture, I'm like, okay, this is more, to me, more valuable.
Correct.
You know, than any... Your father's a poozer. So it's
100%.
not like I'm losing out on that.
Correct.
Which is
true, right?
That environment that we need now what to
But other than that, yeah, I was releasing the issue. I mean, it's a focus. But I'm feeling I want to flip a coin. Doesn't matter where I come out.
So when ukule situation ukuthi udawa sober. Udagwa usober. Yeah.
So I appreciate being here because of the spin-off. And a lot of guys, unfortunately, abanayo that.
so sad.
So
Correct.
it's a different thing.
Yeah. That's valid.
No, you get the last one.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Give us your parting words.
Give us your parting words.
Yo, but Bengosi. This is my first time.
Yeah. More to come.
Ngibonga le Grootman leli. Engel deny every day, but he knows. It's
Yeah.
story angeke siphele mina naye. The most important thing engicabanga life in is that in this situation ebesikhuluma ngayo, communication. Your partner. It doesn't mean ukuthi communication umbuzo ukuthi unjani baby. No. Communication is going deep. Discussing lento ebhlungu ongayithandi nalento ayithandayo ebhlungu kuwe. Vice versa. But ningakhuphuli moya. But dealing with it ngendlela sharp. Earlier on I said to you guys ngiyaqeda. Earlier on to you ngithe when you're in a relationship the intention is to be like a pyramid.
Yeah.
Not nibeso
Not to say.
parallel. Isiyalo. No. Not this.
Yeah.
But this.
Good.
Mangabe wrong. Ngibuyise so that sizo understand and see.
The pyramid. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I'm in a healthy but not the best relationship because of this. And I'm going there. So that's it.
Thank you. Sister Tube, any parting words?
You said everything.
No, man, I was excited when I texted you, Vandag.
Thank you.
That was a bit early. I'm
Thank
like,
you,
"David,
man.
I know it's late.
Thank you.
Can you come through?"
Yeah.
I've been checking out your stuff for the longest of time. And I know Mlotshwa, the Grootman was like,
Yeah.
so you need to bring in a Grootman Ngayi, you
Yeah.
know. Just at night, we're just working on a lot of things, you know.
Yeah, book bees.
The book bees, you know. But I'm really grateful that you pulled through.
Thank you. Blessings.
Part of what I like about AMAGENTS is this boxing of what AMAGENTS should be.
Yeah.
Because the topics of Amajita really are a thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I really do think that men are going through a lot. And how do we then solve it? And you bring in a lot of wisdom in how to solve the thing. So I'm really grateful that you pulled through.
Thank you so much.
I hope guys go into your space will come through as well and see what we
100%.
can build together.
Correct.
Because we don't live in silos. You know, no man is an island.
Yeah.
And it's within guys coming together to solve whatever issues they have. Because one thing that I appreciate about women is that when they come together, at least they speak about the things.
Yeah.
Whether they solve it or not, but they have
They
that ability
speak.
to
They've
articulate.
started somewhere.
Young told, oh, yazi ubaba sendlini wenze so. When, what are you experiencing? They have that ability.
Yeah.
And what I'm realizing is that maybe men must then take that ability, because men's spaces are for drinking.
Yeah.
Men's spaces are not for, men's spaces are not for arkhurisaneng as machita, you know.
Yeah.
How do we build each other's men? And I think men need to start to have those spaces, because anything that is going to be solved starts with communication. Before any action is taken, it's articulating the problem. You know, when you're
Unpacking it as well.
when you're an alcoholic, you must accept it first.
Yeah.
But you must say it, you must articulate, you must speak about it, you know. And I think men's spaces are not about speaking, they're about fun. And I think men really need to forget about redefining manhood, but it's about your friendships. What actually are they? Because I'm actually my friendship of shout fan.
Decompressor.
Yeah. But
Rightfully or wrongfully so. Our spaces are for decompressing.
yeah, and they do work though.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
It does put you in a space that when you get into the house, you are much friendlier. But I'm saying
Yes.
we have that advantage, and I'm saying let's step it up a little bit more. Be able to cry. Nomchita wako. I mean, I had a guy, I won't mention this week when we were filming, going through a lot from a family perspective,
Yeah.
and cried. And I need to figure out, I'm judge, because it means that I'm a safe space for him.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I acknowledge it very quickly.
Quickly.
Oh, yeah, I'm told.
You've got to pick it up, yeah.
No. It's okay. Then we spoke later into jumpers, you know. But you must acknowledge that, okay, you are that safe space. And I think men must strive to be safe spaces for other men. And that doesn't mean your whole friendship must be that. No. You still need the guy that's going to drink with you. That guy is fundamentally important, equally to the guy where you must speak to.
Yeah.
Young tall. So I'm not saying everyone, let's call in so.
No.
You need all the different types of friendships with Amachita work. But I think what's missing the most is articulating your issues and men saying, maybe let's move like this. Young tall.
100%.
So I'm really appreciative Bram, for coming through.
Much love, Mfethu. Ngiyalibonga, Mfethu.
Thanks.
Pen.
You know, you're closing it. No, we last number closer. It's you coming in, sir.
No, man, I just want to thank you guys firstly. Ngifuna ukubonga umama, Mfethu. You know, I think my mom is a pillar, Mfethu, empilweni. Principal. It was one of her wishes to become principal, and I saw her fight until Baba Bama handed that day. So principal Pesimu Japiro. Wa FF Ribeiro Primary School ku Mamelodi. Thank you so much for the love and the care and the ability to be able to teach me how to speak. Because I watched her speak. The sacrifices that I saw you put into Isonto Lako and the women that you planted into. And the greatness that you planted in myself and my sister Ubanele, we now are able to put into our kids. You know, Unati, Wandile, you know, and the twins. I'm grateful to that woman, man. And my dad's mistakes get ilebo. Because didn't want what a man is not.
Shit.
And I think that man usipho Dladla wherever he is. Because I'm a puta ake. Angidodisile. You know, so Kamulebo blind. And to the guys that are sitting at home and are struggling through finding themselves, refer to solitude and pain. Only two things that I can give you, Mahala. You don't need money, you don't need a degree, you don't need education or anything else. Solitude and pain. That's why every kingdom was built in the desert, in the wilderness, in wherever. It's because you need to be in solitude.
And experience difficulty.
Yeah. So when you run away from these two things, you'll never be a man. Because nagwako, you constantly will feel pain. Because it's a reminder what we know it. So in your pain, there's a lot of wisdom. You know, if you ask Amato Tamadala, ask them always, when was the turning point? And it always leads to pain. So stop running from that pain. AMAGENTS, Ruaga, thank you for following your ancestry, because you come from storytellers. Thank you so much for building this space for us to come to. Ki khai, bro. I'm constantly here. Ki bro, I'm a phone call away. Isekhaya lana, because
Don't say that. We'll call you.
because if we don't take it upon us, because we've given Nabo Cyril, Nabo Zoom, Nabo Banban to be able to fix the country for us, and they did not do the job that we sent them to do. Abatumanga, Abatumegang, even though I say Tumamin. What we are doing here and what you guys are doing here, for Mlotshwa as well, is you are fixing and redefining the black home, and it'll never be the same again. Because some woman is listening, some guy is listening, and and he listens to it and he says, the pain that you're going through is actually your breakthrough.
That's a fact.
Take a break and see this thing through.
Yeah.
That's how you get to your breakthrough.
I know we're closing. This is probably the second time or third time I'm saying this.
Yeah.
My grandmother's part of definition of existence is every person must go through pain.
Pain.
I don't know what it was I was going through within the business. This is in the early stages of it, 2016. I don't know what I was complaining about. She said to me, "You're not special." 99. She's like, "You're not special at all. You must go through that pain."
Yeah. I remember Koko saying to me, I was going through a heartbreak. When I sprayed with my tail between my legs. I'm like,
You're dabdisa.
Jesus. Kubuhlungu ne? Ngathi isho kabuhlungu Koko. Athi ukhulile. Athi njani? What do you know? Don't you know better now?
Yeah.
Indlu yomfazi ayinabuthongo.
Fact.
Awukhulanga. Ngathi shengikhulile. Athi ngepain.
Indlu yomfazi ayinabuthongo.
Ayinabuthongo.
And you know what you're saying is so crazy, because I think some of the, and I could be extremely wrong.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
This thing of going through depression and suicide and all those things, it's you almost accepting that you want life to be smooth.
Yeah.
I think once you fully accept that your existence every single day is pain.
Correct.
I think Asian, they're gonna kill me. I'm a 2000. Yes. They are. Mlotshwa, you need to close.
Excuse me.
They are in conflict with reality.
Yeah.
They've put what life should be in their mind and what it is. Those things are constantly in conflict.
Ooh.
Existence is pain.
Pain.
But you know how painful it is to wake up and you're Jima. Like this thing we speak about.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Painful.
No, he's already on the road. At that time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's already on the road at that time.
But the fact that you make the decision is the
It's
pain.
painful.
Because no matter what you do, even if you say, I want my life to be smooth, you waking up, pain is waiting for you. We are spanning. There's pain waiting for you, Chief.
Petrol attendant at 4 a.m. Fetu Yabanda, middle of winter. This guy's babu yemnandin bayapaka bathi ngicela uzithele full 10.
Yes, I say,
Melu usuke kule 20 rand.
yeah. Pain will always be there.
Pain.
So you must accept that it's part of existence.
Correct.
You know, and I think most people shouldn't fight that thing, because we haven't seen an era or a time where there wasn't pain. That era has never existed. I don't know of it.
Yeah.
It's close. It's close, boys.
100%.
So no. So just in terms of the 2K chat, I think we are also part of the problem.
No, 100%. No, I'm with you.
yeah.
I'm with you.
We sold the narrative of get a good matric.
Yeah.
That sets you up.
I did it, but it's
Get a good matric.
Yeah.
It sets you up for university. Get a great job.
yeah, we did.
Life is perfect. So I just want to start out. Shout out our city. Sia.
Yo, man.
Sia Nganga, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for all the branding that
Be
guys
kind.
do.
Be kind. Be kind.
We know the community just keeps getting stronger.
Yeah.
You know, Majida from Simonstown sitting in a train listening to us. Uspe with the t-shirts. There's a lot of guys. The community is growing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's always just such a humbling thing when you read through the comments and you realize Uguti, we are just 3 or 4 amongst thousands that actually speak to each other in Siyakhululisana. So from Tina as AMAGENTS, we're truly appreciative. The ex usikhosile namhlanje. Like we truly appreciate like the words of wisdom. Some we challenge, some we saw in different ways, but overall usikhosile, and we really, really humble to that. Yeah, Wandile, I don't have enough words to just appreciate you.
Thank you so much,
Like
bro.
the work that you've done. Like I'm in my mind the spin-offs.
Yeah.
Because we say, oh, we'll
lot.
travel,
Yeah,
we'll do
there's a lot.
Pretoria, you know.
Can't it here? Yeah.
And like now that we said this, one is gonna say, okay, then walk the walk.
Yeah.
Come to Mums.
Come.
You know, what's this?
Kloof.
Do AMAGENTS.
Yeah.
You know, under the fucking stars.
Correct.
Have the mics. Let's go. We'll organize that. So but Dladla, keep us accountable for all of those
100%.
things. But ultimately as AMAGENTS, all we're just trying to do is that Siyakhululisana. We don't have all the answers.
Yeah.
So we don't have all the answers, and
Correct.
Siyakhula nathi, and we learn a lot from you guys. So just please just engage. Let us know what you guys are thinking. Last birthday corner, challenge us in the most respectful way. But no, Siyakhula guys. Steps Sabo.
Wouldn't have a thumbnail, Mlotshwa. I think that the thumbnail always from the white shot that's looking this way.
What's the name?
No, I'm saying the white shot.
This is what it's called.
That's what. No, let's make a Penson for the thumbnail. You know
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
1, 2. No, but you.
What does that? What do you do? Like that's very gay. But okay. All right, AMAGENTS.
Not like that, but